microphone. Microphone is on. All right.
Did everyone watch Fallout yet?
Yes.
I was.
Dave.
Very good.
I just haven't had as much time as I
And then I started playing Fallout 4 again.
I haven't played a single Fallout game. I watched it and I was like,
It's so much better having played it. Like, there's so many
that's
Easter
what I'm
eggs.
talking
So
about.
many Easter eggs.
I thoroughly enjoyed watching it though.
Yeah. I bought. Steam was running a sale for Fallout 4 and all the expansions for Fallout 4 for $9.99.
You can't beat that.
It was like $9.99 for the game itself and like 5 different expansion packs. I was like, yep,
See,
we're doing
now we just need BioShock to happen. I think it's supposed to. I think Netflix is picking it up.
BioShock has a special place in my heart. That was such a fun
Tell me
game.
that wouldn't be creepy as fuck though.
I've only played the
BioShock
first one, but I
Shell.
love
Yeah,
it.
live
In
action.
this day and age,
Yeah,
yeah.
that would be kind of terrifying.
Did you say we took a long rest?
I did not say
No,
we took
We
a
did
long
not.
rest.
Not yet. No.
We were gonna
Everyone's going to take a long rest.
catch up.
Kidding?
Yeah, I want to
They were on
figure out where we were before.
So, you are in the Svalage Woods, within sight of the castle. You are probably about maybe an hour or so.
Thanks for not killing me, guys.
Oh yeah,
We tried.
you were
Everybody
here.
died. You alive?
That's what happened last. I'm remembering
Yes,
it now.
I
I tried to murder all of you,
You
but
went into the
Oh
dream
yeah.
and rescued Theron from the hags, and that you ended up eating the dream pastries, going into the dream, solving a couple riddles, fighting your way to Theron, rescuing him.
That night we became.
They are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
No,
We're delicious. I remember.
Yeah.
And then ended up back at your encampment.
You remember
Once
what they're made of?
Yeah.
children.
Yeah. Yummy, yummy children.
Yummy
Yummy
children.
children.
You are back in your encampment in the woods.
Hopefully that wasn't recorded because
Oh,
that's changing the context.
as 100.
It was.
We're
but
talking about
weird.
pies that witches made
Yeah.
that are imaginary. That are imaginary children.
Whoops.
All imaginary. All within the realm of D&D. No real children
Real
We're
children
harmed.
were harmed in the making.
in the making of this episode of our show.
It's not like Girl Scout cookies.
No.
Now, those children are armed.
Let's start that
Yeah.
conspiracy. You know?
Those are good. We got
Should
you.
get into that. So,
I always enjoyed that.
yeah, we
that
did
one
not take a long rest yet.
episode.
We are just back at the encampment, and kind of just taking in the fact that now it's real. We know that we are looking for some sort of opening on the western face of the cliffs below the castle. Western face
Okay.
of the castle that leads to somewhere in the basement levels of the castle.
Okay, so
That's
we're
what
not
you- 'cause
we're not
remember
looking
you-
for that
What?
On the map?
on the east side.
No.
No.
Okay.
No, you are not sure. I mean, you guys aren't sure what that is.
Sure.
I'm not sure if Arkin was ever down there.
I thought we were. I thought the secret entrance was on the southern cliffs.
Southern Cliffs?
I thought the secret passage was on the southern.
It's on the cliffs.
Yes, it is.
Either the western or southern cliffs.
Gosh,
Southwest.
I don't know, Daryl. You listen to the episode again. What did the head tell you? Do you remember what the head said?
No, I don't.
Because you spoke with the dead.
It's on a cliff underneath the castle.
Less.
Isn't it?
bless you.
Well, maybe you'll see it. But that's where we are. So we are encamped in the woods. It is nighttime. Middle of the night, pretty much. And Theron, you wake up very groggy. You don't remember anything that happened.
Probably a little sick to my stomach too after eating one of those meat pies.
You ate 2 of them.
Oh,
Yeah. You ate 2 of them.
he's hating himself right now.
Yeah, Arthur wakes up and he's just like scratching at his tongue. He's like, oh, it's oily.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gross. Oh, it's not good. I'm never eating one of those again. Just
I would think Theron would be having nightmares about
like throwing
what
it.
happened and being possessed. And
In fact, give me a Constitution check.
That was low.
What was it?
5.
Yeah, you throw your guts up all over the campsite.
Gregory just kind of like
Yeah,
just very gingerly pats him on the back and be like, well, we can add this to our repertoire of horrific events that we'd rather not talk about again. Ready to fight a vampire?
Oh, I'm ready to push this down to my toes.
That's where all emotions are.
What kind of
Oh my god, the nightmares.
what kind of nightmares do you?
It doesn't kill you, makes
I feel like I saw children.
Those kind of nightmares.
Or leaves you with scars.
A trauma.
What kind of supplies
traumas are just
does everybody have for this like
Oh, morning lord.
ridiculous mission that we're about to go on?
I don't think we have much of anything.
Oh, so we're a little worried that you guys were going to say that. And Arthur starts like looking through his bag. He pulls out a couple healing potions.
I got zilch in terms of healing potions.
Okay, I have 2.
Got plenty of arrows.
Arrows.
Yep. I got this, and he like tucks on the string of his oath bow. He's like, "This thing's nice. Like this one ought to do the trick."
You know what? If I could, I would say that I remember we had talked about going back to that shop with the asshole shopkeeper. He wasn't worried about the place being ransacked. And
We're
we
pretty
definitely.
far from there, though.
I know. It's more like you're asking if we had got supplies. It could be retconned that we did go to that shop.
I think the DM should just.
But we did it.
I think the DM should insert a small shop just outside of the.
Just like a
Merchant, traveling merchant.
If that ain't some convenient D&D shit, I want it.
You know what?
My God.
We're gonna roll a d20, and on a 19 or a 20
Oh.
in the morning, maybe there will be a shop.
Okay.
That one. Not only is there a shop, but all your belongings got wet on the way into the woods, and they're all ruined. Hope you didn't have any rope or anything like that. No, I'm just
My bedroll.
I have like
My bedroll's a water
and
bed.
I have adventuring gear, so like I have a crowbar. You know how useful those are.
Yes.
I have a hammer. I have some pythons, rations. I have rope, tinderbox. So I have some stuff for adventuring through the castle.
Gregor looks at him and he's like, are you going to climb a mountain? We're going in the castle.
Yeah, but like we're going on the cliffs.
Yeah.
We kind of are climbing a mountain.
Well, I mean, I can fly, but yeah, but okay.
Python.
Sure.
Python.
Python.
Pythons.
Oh,
And I used to climb. I should know that.
my inner rock climber.
Sorry.
Python.
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 Python. I got 10 of them.
Speaking of that, I saw Elon yesterday.
Oh, really?
We were doing a hike at Neversink. Well, an education hike. They were talking
Space
about
guy?
the history. Yeah. Because they were
Awesome.
life.
He was a cool guy.
He's a cool guy.
I couldn't tell if he was just high all the time or what was going on.
So
If you tie all the
were
time,
we saying that
still
it's
doesn't have to be
Yeah,
to be a
married, I think.
spaceman.
No, it is.
Now he works at a school district.
Oh, hi, Dex.
This is Apfel.
Uh, And Arthur begins striking up a fire. He goes, well, I guess I'll take the first watch, maybe. We should all probably get a little bit of a rest
Definitely.
before we go any further.
Not too
I would say, like, honestly, it's probably better
bad.
that we try and. Oh yeah, I don't know,
Why
for
is
some
this
reason.
sticky?
Yeah, like the clear coat that I put on it
Oh.
just like never fully cured.
That happened to me with spray paint the one time.
Yep. Yep.
It's been sticky
Yep, exactly. Like
forever.
it has a clear coat on it, a matte clear coat, but it just always sticks to stuff.
My sticky sword.
Like I think maybe like, whereas normally it would probably be a worse idea to try and sneak in somewhere in the daytime. I feel like maybe if we're sneaking into a vampire's castle, it might actually be better to do that.
Agreed.
Yeah, I guess.
I could disguise myself as a vampire.
I don't know that
I don't
would
think
do
that
much
matters.
good in the day.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Right.
I think
But must have someone. I mean, unless they're so arrogant that they wouldn't guard the castle during the day, there
But
must
we're-
be
we're-
something guarding
we're
the
not
castle.
going up the main
We're not
step.
going to the right.
We're climbing.
we-
Well,
when
I'm flying up a mountain. Everyone else is climbing.
Of course you are.
I'm gonna.
I'm saying they might still have scouts. They might still have
Yeah,
something
but-
wandering the grounds.
Supposedly this is a secret passage, so
Okay.
I'm just hoping that it's a
it is
secret from everyone,
That's what I'm hoping as well.
and not like secret from us. But God knows exactly where it is.
Well, I can fit in small spaces.
Have you learned anything useful from the journal?
Well, I would think that I would have yet, maybe in the morning.
Okay.
Cool. So we're
But one thing that I'm about to ask you, you don't have Stone Shape currently memorized,
I
correct?
currently do have it memorized.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I was just looking at it.
I think we might need it
Right.
tomorrow.
In case we need to make the passageway larger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I was thinking the same thing.
Okay. I had drawn a picture
That's great.
of the towers and where the heart is, and the layout of the there's like a bridge that crosses between the two
Is
towers.
this from the journal or from the mock
memory.
model we saw in the
My
memory?
memory. Yes. Because I wanted to show where the heart is. Because it actually is fairly easy to get to once you're up there.
I picked out a new spell. Realized that I had never picked my final spell slot on leveling up. My last known spell. So, I have fire arrows now.
Oh,
I figured that would be helpful.
beautiful.
I do know the layout of some of the castle. Like, I know where the dining room is. I know that there's an organ that Strahd likes to play in the dining room, and that there's a secret passage behind it. There is a trapped elevator that goes to the basement. Unfortunately,
What's an elevator?
it's a lift. It's a lift.
I don't think Faron would know what an elevator is.
It's a lift.
Go upstairs.
Huh.
So can you carry me?
Carry.
So I'm old.
But it is trapped and it does plunge to the basement.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I wasn't on it, so I don't know the layout down below. But I know what's above and how to get to the towers.
Were you saying that you were never down in the crypts?
I was not in the I was not in the basement.
Okay.
I don't think that was actually the crypts.
I don't know. Well,
And I've never been in the tombs. That this basically this area here.
I'll take watch for the start.
So are we taking a rest first?
I haven't used any spell slots, so
I think we need to.
all I need are maybe like a short rest
Okay.
to recover hit die.
Okay.
Because I haven't burned any spell slots, so like I don't need a long rest to recover those. I just need to recover health, so I can take watch for like half the night.
That would be helpful.
I don't know how the rest of you guys are
I
looking.
think it's not
Not true.
bad, but I think I need I want my action surge and stuff back.
Yeah, I need spells and I need hit die.
Well, I would say that I can take watch for the majority of the night as long as I can get a short rest in at the end. And I would say everybody else would have a long rest as long as one or two of you would be willing to.
Are we saying a long rest is maybe like 6-7 hours, or
Right,
we need
yeah.
8 hours? Okay. Well,
Yeah, I think we can split shift. Like,
Yeah.
Gregory.
Yeah, we should be able to.
Alright, then I will take a short rest.
We'll take our long rest.
And before I go to sleep, I'll be studying the. Okay.
What, the journal? Okay. So you're gonna stay up for a little bit and read? Okay. Well then, so you already know what happens as you're reading. Everybody else settles in for the night. Arthur takes watch, has his bow drawn, arrow knocked on it. Somewhere in like the very like early morning, Arthur comes over and taps Gregory on the shoulder. It's your watch. Beware, I've heard wings in the night. The sun should be rising in just a couple hours, but
Yep.
keep your elven eyes peeled.
Oh yeah, I don't actually sleep anyway.
You just meditate, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We haven't actually I don't think we've actually had a narrative like this.
no.
So, yeah.
So
Cool. Well, I wake up from my meditation and
Arthur's going to heal for 8. Which puts me back up to full health. And he tucks in and let's see. Gregory at one point, probably about half an hour or so before sunrise, you see 2 large vargulf flying high in the sky, sort of circling over the area of the castle, and then you see them fly towards the castle, and you can kind of make out through the trees. They land along the wall at the northwestern corner of the castle. So they land like up
so like in
here.
that tower.
Yeah, like up on the tower
Okay.
there. But nothing disturbs you at the camp. So the 4 of you can all take a long rest.
Sounds good.
Okay.
As everyone's getting up, I think I would relay that information and just kind of point to the tower. Just be like, so Vargos for sure. Who knows what else?
But we've never encountered them in the daytime. I doubt that they would be able to stay up on top of that tower during the day.
I would think they're not there now.
Yeah.
They're probably. Everybody's taking just their usual like siesta at this point.
Their daytime siesta.
Yeah.
I mean, as vampire and their ilk do. Do we? I mean, I suppose I could go scout the front of the castle, or we could just all go together. Did you learn anything from the tome?
There were a couple of things that I picked up from the tome. The first is that and I kind of knew this already, that Barovia exists in cycles, keeps on repeating. And one of the things that was in the passage confirms it, that Strahd says he's seen familiar faces reborn, reincarnated. That it cycles, Barovia cycles with his misery. That he's trapped these people along with himself.
So even like a spirit, when someone dies, they can't move on to
Now,
another plane of existence. Their spirit is reborn in a new body here. Is that essentially
reborn in their own
in
body.
their own body?
Yes,
So they keep becoming the same person.
Correct.
Okay.
But one of the things that I read further on, is that he's saying that this cycle of reincarnation is reaching its limit. That many of the people that are being reborn are empty. That their souls are not returning to the bodies. The bodies exist, they're just husks.
Does this affect the vampires too?
I don't know. But Strahd isn't what I think of as a normal vampire. He wasn't born a normal vampire. So I don't know how it affects them.
But you somehow came back into Barovia, right? Or was what happened with you different?
I think I was somehow. I don't understand how I was split, but I think my existence, my essence was split amongst two realities. And when I died in the other, it joined back to me. That's why I have all the memories.
It sounds like maybe if we die in Barovia, we may not be able to come back again.
I'm worried about us being able to leave here. One of the things he also said was that these husks, he gains no sustenance drinking from them. So I think part of what he gains sustenance from is the soul.
So he's not as satisfied being in Barovia
He's
anymore
losing.
either.
Yeah, he's losing food.
Right.
He's losing
So-
his cattle.
Maybe we can use that.
Maybe.
Should we
I think we should.
go scope it out?
We still need the icon of Ravenloft.
Which is in the catacombs.
In the camp.
Correct. It is Mother's too, which I do not know where that is. I could not find in the journal where, like a map or any description of it.
It told us what to look for outside of the tomb, though, right? Like it told us what we were looking for in the catacombs. It's like a catacomb flanked by two statues or something like that, two heroes.
Yeah, it's,
But when we get closer,
oh no, this one, all it said, all the description was, find the mother, she who gave birth to evil. So that's what was on
So I guess
the shepherd.
we'll have to find it. When we get closer, I can help us. I can cast Pass Without Trace, and we should at least be able to move stealthily. But it only lasts an hour, so I think we should wait until we're a little closer to the castle, so it doesn't run out before we try and make our attempts.
Agreed.
And
The other thing that you should know is I have felt Strahd's presence when I read the journal. So from this point on, I'm not opening it up again.
Does that mean he knows you're reading it? Does
It feels like he's watching over my shoulder.
Oh, this.
So he knows it. He knows it's missing. He knows. He might know we have it.
He knows who has
he might even know where we are.
I'd be surprised if he didn't.
Should we?
But you don't feel it when it's closed.
it. Correct.
Okay.
That's
Right.
why I'm not going to read it anymore.
Okay.
Well, all right. Shall we?
Let's just say I had a
How
little
motivated
reminder.
would he be to get his journal back? Should we, bury it? Do you have any sense of if we could ransom his journal? Or
I don't think that's... Let's just say
I mean, like
it would be better to...
maybe he won't
could
try to
maybe-
kill us if he doesn't know where his journal is.
I don't
if
think
it's
it
not.
matters. I think we've been a thorn in his side enough that, journal or not, he wants to kill us. After our last encounter with him.
But he didn't. He left.
Right. But he
Yeah,
had
he's
dropped
just-
two of us.
He's just toying with us.
Exactly.
No, he doesn't want to kill us yet.
No,
Because
not yet.
It's us at the castle.
So let's find... What?
What does he have to gain by having us at the castle?
We have blood.
Yeah, I was gonna
Not-
say.
we're
It sounds
not-
like we're everything that he's starting to lose in this place.
We're actual cattle.
Plus we're playthings. We're
There's a lot of
challenging
cattle, but they don't have blood. Everyone in Barovia is losing.
We also know where Irina is.
Yeah, this is. Man, there's a lot of
There's a couple
reasons.
reasons.
Yeah.
So we're making our way towards.
And we have his journal.
Yes.
towards the castle.
Going.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here are our options, making our way towards the castle. The castle is basically due east of where we are in the woods. We can either continue through the woods until we reach the cliff face. There's like a chasm that surrounds the castle. Or we can make our way slightly north to the road, and the road leads to the front gates of Castle Ravenloft. And from there, we can scout and see if we feel like crossing the bridge, if we want to try and figure out a way across.
Is this the the first?
This
floor?
is the courtyard. Yeah, this is the base of the courtyard around
it.
the castle. So the basement would be below what
Okay,
we're
so
seeing
like
here.
this would be where
That would be
where
potentially
the
like an
opening-
entrance. Yeah, an entrance to the catacomb.
I personally feel better staying in the woods where it's harder for the Vargals to spot us.
Agreed.
If we head out onto the road, we'll probably be spotted.
Is
long
there a
before we
way
get
to
the castle.
get to the cliffside?
not
Or
without
is it just like ice?
not without traversing the chasm. Not without figuring out a way
Okay.
across the chasm.
Right. Or using the road. Or using the bridge.
We could theoretically get onto the bridge and then try and scale around the side of the castle. We just don't know what it looks like yet because we haven't gotten close enough.
Agreed.
Which we can scout from like the wood's edge by the castle.
I think that's where Arthur comes in handy.
Because
Your fly spell, does that affect multiple people?
If I cast a level 5.
What?
You said if I cast it at level 5, I can do 3. I don't know
In
which one-
addition to it plus you or 3
Now
total?
including.
total. It's a level 3 spell, so if I go 2 levels up, it's 1 for each level. So if we all collectively agree that's a good use of one of my 2 level 5
Right.
slots.
It is 7 a.m.
It's 10 minutes of flight, 60 feet range. No. So
Yeah,
for,
that
for us
should be a
being,
problem.
for us being out of combat, it would be unlimited movement. Pretty much, but
Right.
It's around 7 a.m. Going through the woods, it will take us about 2 hours to get to the cliff face rather than the road, which would obviously be quicker.
I'd rather not be on the road or on the bridge.
Agreed.
So as we approach Castle Ravenloft, through the forest and craggy mountain peaks, the road and the woods take a sudden turn towards the east, and the startling, awesome presence of Castle Ravenloft towers before you. As you come to a stop near the edge of the forest, you see 2 twin turrets of stone, broken from years of exposure. Beyond these towers is a precipice of a 50-foot wide, fog-filled chasm that disappears into unknown depths. A lower drawbridge of old, shored-up wooden beams stretches across the chasm between you and the archway to the courtyard. The chains of the drawbridge creak in the wind, their rust-eaten iron straining under the weight. From atop the high walls, stone gargoyles stare at you out of the yellow eye sockets and grin hideously. A rotting wood portcullis, green with growth, hangs above the entry tunnel from the opposite side of the bridge there. Beyond this location, you can see that the main doors of Ravenloft stand open and a rich warm light spills from within, flooding the courtyard. We're actually south of this main tower here. We're kind of like
Yeah.
on the edge of the cliffs over there. I rolled a perception check and rolled a 26. And so as Arthur kind of steps up to the edge of the cliff, he looks across and he sees, I relay this back to you, I see, it looks like there are almost like clawed in handholds along the cliff face down and around to the south. But I mean, unless we have a way of crossing a 50-foot cavern, we're gonna have to,
Chasm.
yeah, the chasm, we're gonna have to at least cross partway across that drawbridge.
I think we should use a fly. Try to duck down and then come up.
Is it dark? It looks dark, but is it dark now?
No, it is 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Yeah, it took
I
us
mean,
2 hours to get through the woods.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana just to see if I
Okay.
can sense anything
I could also shoot
magical
an
watching.
I
arrow.
don't have anything for
I could shoot an arrow with
What?
You
rope
don't have anything for movement.
and try and see if I could
Yeah.
spike
What
it
I
into the
well,
Yeah.
wall across
I
to
just wanted to
I
see
have
if like
teleportation.
is anything actually
like magical around
watching
us.
us? She like yeah, like
So I might
I
just
don't know.
burn, like,
Go ahead, yeah.
with,
Roll an Arcana check.
if you want to burn a
22.
have you guys fly.
You don't see anything magical. You look up at the gargoyles. and
Yeah.
They just look like stone gargoyles. You're not sensing anything
Okay.
magical about them.
If I'm
You
gonna-
do-
It would be
As you look across the
it's
drawbridge,
for the 3 of us.
you do sense something magical
you would only have to
up
burn
on the
four.
top of the portcullis
It's a third of
across the drawbridge.
How
Right.
far away is it?
Oh, from what?
From us, it's like probably about
So it's a fifth if I want all 3.
Like
7
how
feet.
long do you think is the bridge?
Well, about 50 feet. 50 feet across. So like that's a good 75 feet away from us.
We have 5 of us.
I mean, I can cast the 4th and 2/3. It's probably better than burning.
But is it concentration?
I don't think it is.
I mean, I don't mind shooting
Here's the thing.
an arrow with a rope
I wouldn't
across
be able
too
to
and
do
seeing
that
if I can
concentration.
I-
You're right, I wouldn't be able to do that with concentration.
Yeah.
I could disguise myself as something that they are used to seeing here. Like,
No.
I
I don't want to.
One, I don't
anyone
want to
see-
risk separating.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna be.
To what end? Like, just
cross. Well, I mean, we all have to cross, so I could cross in disguise.
and then scale down.
Yeah.
Is there any sort of damaged areas that we could potentially use as a bridge? Any damaged structure? Any
No,
chains?
the only bridge across this chasm is that drawbridge.
Are
There's-
there any gaps in the wood
Yes.
that potentially I could slip through?
Yes.
Okay, then.
And the wood looks pretty rotten.
I mean, I basically relay to you guys, so like that's.
I mean, I don't have another option.
Right.
We can't
'Cause
fly
I
everyone
didn't
across.
sense. I didn't sense anything. Like there's
We-
nothing watching. So what I'm thinking is I could walk to about here, just slip underneath, and then crawl and get underneath.
Again.
I mean, I can pass without a trace also.
Yeah.
I think we have the NPC do this.
Well, but I mean,
Arthur is the
I'm
quiet.
just saying we can all move with a. This isn't in game with a +10 to our
Right.
stealth modifier for the next hour.
Can all of us
think we should
fit
do it.
under? So our plan is to fit underneath the wood slats and like climb underneath the bridge.
Well, that's what my plan, because I'm smaller and like I don't weigh.
Could all of
much.
us theory fit?
My plan was going to be
Yeah, and I
cross
like that.
partway and then shoot.
But either
a
way,
rope
we have to
over.
walk on here at some point
Yeah.
to get some distance covered.
Yeah, because not all of us. I mean, how far is
And
Misty
to shoot
Step?
an arrow 50 feet.
Misty
and then-
Step's only 30.
Yeah, Misty Step's 30. Basically,
Dimension door is 500.
yeah.
But that's a high level spell.
Yeah, I know. I was planning on using it.
Yeah.
If we did have fly.
Yeah. I mean, I can make 3 of us fly.
Well, why don't you take the 3 least athletic of the group?
I'm athletic.
I'm
Right, I'm saying you and
Yeah,
I would be fine to scale.
Oh, yeah.
But you have the ability to spider climb, don't you?
Of course.
Well, why don't you climb underneath the
Yeah.
bridge?
I understand that. That's
Well, why didn't you say so? And this is like Arthur like, actually getting mad.
so.
no. I was
I'm-
planning on simply teleporting across the way, and then spider climbing along along the
So
wall.
I'm just casting fly on Theron.
Apparently Thera.
The one in heavy armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
you.
And it's noisy if I walk, so.
So you can fly now.
So
this
you'll
last
crawl.
10 minutes.
We'll go undercover.
I'll stay
Superman fly.
underneath.
Okay. And so I use pass without trace.
How are you two going across?
It's a second level spell.
So we go
Down
like
and then-
underneath.
Charismatically.
We are all enveloped in like a black cloud
Uh-huh.
as I cast
that's
pass without trace. Everything we do
I still remember the debates early on when we first started playing D&D
Of whether
about
it moves
whether it
like
makes
with
you
us.
invisible or not because of the way they worded it.
I just think it makes you very, very stealthy.
Right.
Yes.
So obviously when you guys just be aware
Trace.
when you fly out of this cloud of darkness, you will become visible again. But
Yeah,
if you
but-
stay low enough in the fog,
Well, then I think we'd stay low under the fog. Like we're moving with the team, but
yeah. And what are you doing?
Well, right now I'll stick with the group because I can simply
Climb.
walk underneath.
Okay.
so you're
Then
climbing underneath. We're flying. You're climbing underneath.
I'm gonna climb. I'm probably just going to go across the bridge
Okay.
and then scale down once I'm in the shadows on
Okay.
the other side.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Dude,
then I need a stealth check from Arkin, Marge, and Arthur. You guys don't need to make one if you are flying and going down into the fog.
23.
And you have a +10.
That's not good.
Plus
I
10.
don't like that.
Plus 10.
Well,
Still 30.
It was the one.
Oh, it was the one.
+2.
Plus 2, but like, uh-oh. Okay,
But it
13.
did start as a crit failure.
And mine is a 22 plus 10, 32. So what did you roll?
23.
23. Okay, and a
That's with
13
my plus 10.
total. Okay, so you guys fly off down underneath the fog across the cliff. We start moving across. We get to about there,
Okay.
and Marge, you step on a plank as you're like looking to see what you can like slip between. You step on a plank, and you just hear this loud as the wood beneath you starts to pop. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yeah, well, I will try. Oh my god.
I mean, it's higher than a 1.
You did it.
Foot as you step, your foot pops through the rotting wood
Oh my
of
God.
the bridge,
This
and
sounds
you
like
start to fall.
You get a splinter.
Arthur turns and reaches back and grabs you by your cloak. Give me with advantage, please. Dexterity saving.
Dex, okay.
By now, with this noise going on, I feel like Gregory would be
Whew,
fine.
21.
Okay,
Oh
cool.
my
You
god.
don't need me.
Yeah, you manage to grab on and brace with your other foot. You pull your one leg up through the bridge, and Arthur just looks back at you and he goes, "Shh, please." And we continue creeping along the bridge.
And I actually,
At what point are you?
I would probably, like,
Are you
where we were,
Uh-huh.
Honestly,
I would
same.
start walking,
You're like spider climbing
starting
down
to
and
walk
underneath. Okay.
underneath.
You don't need to make stealth checks anymore if
cool
you're
ability,
underneath.
by the
If you're
way.
underneath the bridge.
And are you planning on going underneath?
Yeah, I was going to. I mean, I guess I don't have to,
Ken,
but
here's the thing. Like, so
would it be athletics?
yeah,
Okay.
it's athletics basically to like monkey climb
Right.
underneath the bridge.
Right.
So you can.
You should have tied
You can
yourself.
try that, but I
Well,
won't be able
either
to.
way, I either roll stealth
He
or
might
I
be
roll
able. Well,
athletics.
he might be able to stop grab you if you start to
True.
fall.
And I have higher
so
athletics than
what I was going to do is I was going to
Follow with her.
yeah I at the point where I was going to go underneath.
Okay.
I was going to offer my hand so
Okay.
that I could help you underneath.
Okay. So then, I'm going to make. You guys are both also still technically enveloped.
Yes.
In the
Yeah.
darkness underneath there. So you're underneath the bridge. Arthur's gonna make his way the rest of the way across. I need an athletics check from you. Nothing from you right now.
Right. I am going to be walking
16.
alongside. Obviously upside down.
16
but-
Okay.
athletics.
You manage to make it across underneath the bridge. You're basically like holding onto one of the support beams that runs across it, and you're like sloth gripping, climbing across it.
Cursing
Your little
me
legs,
because
your
I'm
little
just
legs,
walking.
like
Yeah, exactly. I'm not happy. You're just like.
and that's another 32 for stealth for me. All right, so we all make it
Also,
across.
probably looks very exorcist.
but your
You're probably looking
biceps-
back at me.
Oh yeah,
Biceps and triceps.
Ceiling
must look
crawler.
Amazing. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. He's
Mark,
full on
Mark.
ceiling crawler.
She's a little husky.
Tanky.
She's tanky.
So I'll get to you guys later because you're able to just fly around until you see the opening in the wall.
You're probably doing flips in the air.
We're just like hanging.
You're
They're like
like
Peter Panning.
we're-
They're like Peter Panning. They're Peter Panning
Yeah,
through the
literally
fog.
Peter Panning by us.
I'm like learning how to fly, and it's like everyone's like doing a little like sky dance.
How long does your spider climb last, or is it just like indefinite? You just have it.
It's just I have.
All right, then you do not need to make any athletics checks. Basically, you transfer from the bridge, and now you are just
It's like
Climbing.
the same thing that the spawns could do.
okay. Yeah, you are just climbing now along the cliff face. Marge, I need an athletics check. How are you planning on dismounting from the bridge and then grabbing onto the cliff face?
I guess I can't picture in my head what
So, okay, yeah, I'll like paint it for you. You are hanging underneath the beam of this bridge, and then like when it meets the ground on the other side, you're able to like brace your feet. So now you're not like holding up all your weight.
Right.
You're just kind of hanging on. And now what you're looking at is you have a very small sliver of like the courtyard, the very edge of the courtyard that goes around, and then it is built on top of basically sheer cliff faces. So like once the bridge ends, it like ends into the rock wall. And it's a natural formation, like there are handholds and stuff like that, but your hands are holding the beam. You're gonna need to transfer onto the wall.
Okay. So I will. The support beam is like I'm wrapping my hands around it.
Yeah,
correct?
and
It's
your
not up
feet and your feet are
against-
touching on the ground, so you're not hanging anymore.
Right. Okay. So if I'm picturing this correctly, I would put my feet up,
Okay.
turn up my feet, and then kind of twist underneath.
And like
That makes
onto-
sense.
I
I'm kind of like
think I
this.
see where you're going.
And then like I put my feet up,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can kind of let myself go and try to find some kind of handhold.
Give me another athletics check.
I'm not too far away.
Nat 20.
Yes.
I do a little flip a flip.
Yeah, and like your little like gnome features, you're able to do like the cool grips. I don't know what they're called, but like where you can
where
like
you
shove your
stand
hand
there, yeah.
into the
He's hand jamming.
Yeah,
the
she's
whole
hand
thing. He's
jamming.
throwing a knee bar
Yeah.
up there. And he's,
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's all
It
about.
is surprising. He's just like climbing along the wall. Arthur is watching as you dismount from the beam, and then like you're like upside down but holding yourself in place, and he's like, I don't
She's straight up and
I
down.
don't know how
back,
she
hanging-
does it. She
hanging
steps
from
on
her
a
toes upside down.
she steps on a rotten log, but she can do that. I'm gonna say with a nat 20, you're not gonna have to make any more athletics checks as you make your way around the cliff face.
Okay.
Cool.
Arthur is going to take one of his pitons, and he's gonna like lean down and hammer it into the cliff face, and then I'm going to tie a rope around it and a rope around my waist, and I'm gonna lower myself down and start kind of like belaying, I guess,
Yeah.
along the wall. So athletics for me. 18 plus 5, 23. All right. So we're all good. We're making our way around the wall. As we scale around to the southern side of the cliffs, we all managed to find that little like pathway that we saw was kind of dug into the cliff face.
Yeah.
You don't even need it, but the two of us are kind of following it as we go, and it literally looks like someone took hardened fingernails and dug handholds into the wall. Like there's literally like 4 points just dug over and over again, and like little toe holds also. And I can only assume. I look over at Mark and I was like, "Do you think Casimir did this? Do you think he was strong enough to dig into the rocks?"
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the gifts was strength.
Oh, God.
I'm
One
kind
of
of
the
glad
gifts
this other
was
guy's killed
giant
him.
strength.
Yeah.
Um,
How's Marge doing with the height difference?
your hands are fine.
My feet don't touch
And
them.
with the nat 20, you're figuring. You're
You're
figuring it out as you
flat
go.
climbing. You're just kind of like toe dancing the whole thing.
Yeah, and then, like you're just like popping off the wall and like hanging with your hands. Your feet are like a good 2.5
what I
feet
figured.
from the footholds. And as we go around the side,
Your handholds are good enough.
what we see is how long does your flight last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I
I'd
figured
say
that-
we're getting close.
Yeah, but I figured
Yeah.
I figured we'd be good, but I knew it'd be close.
We're getting close to that, and as we come around the side, what we see is there is this fissure in the side of the cliffs. Gregory and Theron are both holding on, and like have themselves kind of wedged at the entrance to it. And as we come around, what all of us can see now is that this fissure in the wall is big enough for a medium-sized creature to make it through, but not while wearing armor. Like, you're gonna have to think skinny and like scoot your way through. Marge can make it through just fine. Obviously, Gregory and Arkin don't wear armor. They can make it through, but
You're saying you're too
Arthur,
fat, aren't you?
I'm saying with your breastplate
Armor's too
on,
fat.
with your breastplate on, yes. As
Get a breastplate reduction.
yeah, get
It's 2024. Do whatever you.
How
fancy
thick
fancy
is,
seeing you guys over here.
how thick is this guy? How thick is the chasm?
You can't see through it. Basically, it's just darkness.
Right. I am going.
There's no light coming from the other side of this fissure in the wall.
All right. I am going to.
Can you?
I'm gonna cast light on my gauntlet
Well,
so I can peer into the darkness.
I think we made a decision that like I'm good, so I would go first. The sun sword does have light.
It does. Correct. It does
So-
emit light.
Regardless.
That's
Let me
fine.
see
I mean,
what
it's a cantrip. I'm not-
Right.
I want to see the ranges though.
Do you need to remove your armor to?
Maybe, depending on how thick this chasm is, I might be able to use stone shape to move through the stone.
Yeah, but would it be just more efficient to remove your armor and then put it back on the
Oh, like
side?
pull it through behind me.
Since the reach is 5 feet, do you think the
That's
light
fair.
would be 5 feet? Like the range?
Rather than use it.
So
Yes.
the light, the area that it lights up is a 5-foot radius.
Right.
We will be able to see the light across the chasm though. Like it won't illuminate us on the other side of the stone, but we will see that you're in there with your light.
Okay, yeah.
overhead.
I basically just have a torch.
Yeah, you
Okay.
basically have a torch, yes.
All right,
Exactly.
Alright, so I'm going in first. So I do have, you at least see where I am.
Give me another stealth check, please. With your
Theron's floating there and he's like pulling his like chainmail up over his head.
maybe can you give him a hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Push it down.
Off into the chasm.
I float over to Arkin and like I need help like getting it. Having experience trying to don and doff chainmail, it is really hard to do without help.
How
Understood.
much longer do
It's like a Chinese finger trap. It just
you have 3
it
minutes?
just wants to pull itself.
Oh, okay, wait.
Tight.
Plus 10.
17.
17?
Well,
Okay.
we're already through, aren't we?
We're on the outside. We're all
We're
hanging.
going
We're
back.
across the cliff.
Yeah.
But now we're hanging on to the cliff. But if he's gonna fly out, to have him take his armor off, like while he's floating in the air, Peter Panning, I just wanted to make sure you are aware. You have 3 minutes left on your flight.
Gregory's this is in character. Gregory's just. All right. It's not like you have a spell for this or anything. Just hurry up. We don't have a ton
I'm
of time.
doing it as fast as I can.
Yeah. So I'm helping him.
Marge like, stay on stripping?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Gregory,
Down to his
Gregory
britches.
casts prestidigitation and just imaginary dollar bills start coming.
Oh my god.
And as time begins to run out on the flight after
You guys see a lot of scars on his back from Ilmater being an original, convert of
little
Ilmater.
self-flagellation.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Yeah. He's a weirdo.
He's enjoying the Morning Lord's religion a lot more.
Yeah, I would say so.
So,
Wow. They did not clean up in here.
No, they did not.
no, they didn't.
How?
I
This
need,
is how they treat their family?
I need a stealth check from everyone except for Marge.
Did we all get through? Is my
We all make it
armor?
through.
My armor in
You are
my
holding
hand?
your-
Do we still have pass without a trace over
We
us?
do. Plus 10 on top of whatever you roll.
Yes.
36 for me.
I might be in that one.
Okay.
So I imagine because I'm not wearing the armor presently, I don't have my disadvantage.
You do not have
It's a plus-
disadvantage,
plus
but you also
one,
don't have your
it's a
AC
12.
from your armor.
Yeah, I have a 12.
Okay, alright.
26.
Okay.
Do you get a net one too?
No, I had that too.
Oh, wow.
I'm 0.
Oh my god.
So a 12,
A
a
12.
critical fail, a 26,
17.
a 36, and a 17. All right, so
Theron's never been the
March.
stealthiest person in a group before.
March makes it through, no problem. Arthur slips in behind her, sliding through the crevice and around behind her, and the darkness just starts enveloping out into the room. Theron, dragging his breastplate very carefully through the crevasse in the wall, makes it through.
However, for the casters.
Arkin and Gregory, as you step through, Gregory, say something that you would not say if you were trying to be sneaky.
Jesus fucking Christ, who left all these goddamn bones out like full volume?
Yep. And Arkin, you step and you realize that what we're standing on as we find ourselves in this
Skulls.
cavern, yeah, is a giant pile of skulls, and you accidentally kick one and it rattles down to the base of this floor. And what we also see is in this room,
So we're sitting on top of a pile.
we're standing on top of a pile of human skulls.
So we're looking down.
Yeah, and littered across the floor of this cave are skeletons and many coffins in this room. And
Did Casimir do this?
as you
No.
kick the skull and like yell out as we enter into this room, you hear the sounds of like nails scraping against some of the coffins. And that lasts for a couple seconds and then fades. And what we also see is across this cavern, over on this side, there is another opening in the stone. And
That's where the light's coming from.
that's where the light is coming from, that's leading down into this room. And there's a steady stream of water flowing into the cave from that room as well.
Are these natural, like, steps?
Steps, yes.
Does it look like that's the only exit that we see?
Give me a
currently?
perception check.
$18.
You do not see any other exits leaving this room other than the one that we came in from and the one that leads out.
Can I roll religion?
This also looks like stairs.
Well, they're not. Yeah, what are you looking for?
Trying to decipher if this is some sort of like ritualistic burial ground, if it's just like, you know, a tomb, catacomb, you know, like trying to figure out is there some significance outside?
Bedroom for all of these
Yeah,
vampires.
or is it vampires?
Give me. You wouldn't know this.
I might. But
Could
like,
we,
I
like,
No.
make our way down this pile to the floor?
With another stealth check, yeah.
Okay.
I really want to open one.
we're gonna sled down. We're gonna sled down your breastplate.
Give me a
Yeah, so
history
there-
check,
offense-
Gregory.
offense
I
weapon,
know. That
please.
sounds great.
17.
17?
Yeah.
Alright, you make it down to the floor.
I pick up
So it's 17.
Okay.
like where the fevers or tibulas or whatever
Uh-huh.
is there. Do I see draw marks?
Yes.
I know.
But all of the bones that are down here, nothing looks fresh. Everything down here looks like it's been down here for thousands of years.
I pick it up and I like point.
Michael, I have
Yeah.
divination, and I guess I'm wondering, it would let me summon my god, and it will let me summon the Morning Lord and ask a single question concerning a goal, event, or activity within 7 days.
Okay.
Would you consider that relatable to what is this room we're moving through?
What if
Would you consider that related to a goal, event, or activity?
I would?
Okay.
Are you posing this question to the group of whether you should cast? Is it a high level spell?
It is a 4th level.
I would say you should pose the question to the group maybe before.
Well, I guess I was more for you. It was. Would that question qualify for the spell? Would I be
What
using the
is this
spell
room?
appropriately? Yeah. Am I using the spell appropriately?
Yeah, you could divine what this room is if you wanted to.
So
Alternatively, we could just try to cross the room without disturbing any of the skeletons.
Yeah, I mean, if you
You
start...
could even stone shape the wall behind us on our way out so that nothing else could follow us into the castle.
We also might need a way out.
We also might need a way out, so yeah, there's that.
yeah. Barkin.
Yeah,
What do you think?
if you would start to speak, I would...
I'm debating. Summon the morning word.
Yeah,
I point towards the stairs
Arthur goes.
on the way out.
And Arthur starts creeping along.
Yeah,
with a dirty 20 for stealth. And Arthur also looks at you and points at the breastplate that you're holding in your hand. And
I
is
want to be
like-
clear. I don't have a breastplate. It's chain.
or a chainmail.
Yeah.
And he's like,
I try to take the chainmail and wrap it into my bag, my backpack.
everybody who's crossing the room, Marge and Arkin already passed the stealth check. I just need a stealth check from you guys.
Which I will say,
But I was...
Did you just roll one?
No,
I just was down here.
I didn't know if you gave me anything for my history check or if I missed it.
You can go ahead and roll history as you're passing. Like as you're
I rolled a 17. I already rolled that one.
As you look at the coffins, they don't have any crests or any markings on them. They look older than anything you've seen so far in Barovia. Very similar to like when you took the scroll out of the death house and it kind of like aged in front of you and just started falling apart. Like everything in this room looks like it's ready to fall apart. It looks older than the castle looked from the outside.
But the scratchy noise we heard came from this
These
room.
coffins, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Stealth check. So we still have the plus 10, right?
Yes, you still have a plus
That's
10.
a 16.
It just makes the DC. It was literally a 16. Yes, and then Theron, stealth check.
Wizard is not a stealthy human being.
I guess not.
Stealth check. 17. He's a stealthy boy when he's not wearing chainmail.
It's good. Because one of you guys also rolled a 17, didn't you? You? Yeah. So we have 3 that just made the DC to cross the room.
Oh my god, that's how high it was.
It was a 16.
Yeah.
Shit.
As we cross,
I rolled a 16.
and get to the steps,
Yeah.
we notice there's like a stream of water flowing through this like hallway. It's probably like the width between 2 of the lanterns behind you, so it's a few feet wide, so everybody can make it through this part and into the castle beyond. At this point,
Running water. It's good.
do you think it's good? I mean, I don't know that it's running water, like... Running water? That's... We'll see, I suppose. Arthur looks at the group and he's like, "Look first, then check it out." Just because I have the highest stealth bonus.
Marge sheaths the sunsword just in case.
Just in case, yeah. As we make our way across here, we are now right here. Give me a minute as I get. There's so many different rooms. Furnace. Snaps. 2d6. As we make our way in, Arthur peeks back through and motions that it's safe to move forward. As we make our way into this room, dark, low shapes thrust up out of the still brackish water that fills this 50-foot square room, the ceiling of which is festooned with hanging chains that look like thick black web strands. A balcony set into the north wall overlooks the room and has two large thrones atop it, with a red velvet curtain behind them.
In the basement.
Yeah,
It's the stage.
This is not even the basement. This is the tombs.
this is the tombs.
This is below the basement.
There are throne chairs.
Looking down on this room that we're in.
Now, where are
Any
these chairs?
insignias?
Chairs,
Yeah.
the symbol of Ravenloft.
Are you saying are these the chairs?
Nope.
Are they up here?
These are the chairs.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
And then there's a curtain behind it.
Yes,
What?
Oh, so we don't see anything back here.
correct.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. And then there's a hallway to our right.
To the right. Yes.
How high is the water?
About 3 feet tall. So it's fine for all of us. It is like neck high on Marge.
I'll make it.
Difficult terrain for Marge.
Well, how is it? How wide?
Is the room?
No, the water.
50
With the room.
It's at the
50
whole
by
base
50.
of this room.
Yeah, it's all
is
3
filled
foot.
with-
It's
Yeah.
water.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
we're
gotcha,
in the
okay.
water.
I was looking. Sorry, I was looking there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And Arthur taps Theron on the shoulder and points up. And you see that the things that are hanging from the ceiling are Iron Maidens with skeletons in them.
Nice.
I mean,
Gregory kind of just like, I love what they've done with the decorations. It's very Barovia.
Not a fan. I like that we're not surrounded by a whole bunch of skeletons on the ground, but I don't think skeletons in the air are much better.
You think there's not skeletons in water?
I
Marge, you want to take a peek
Marge
underneath the wood?
Marge is tying the rope to the blood spear that I have.
Okay.
And she's like getting ready to throw it to try to stick it up into the Iron Maiden
why?
because I'm gonna try to swing across.
To the balcony.
We could. You could just ride someone's shoulders.
We could probably throw you up there.
No. Let's not make any noise. That's why I thinking.
Well, that's why we're trying to be
just like-
stealthy.
But also, spearing an Iron Maiden would
But also-
probably be a little noisy.
That's what I was thinking.
also,
I feel like this is very much in
onto the
character.
balcony.
Arkin's very much like.
Because I now just realized that that's all this.
Oh.
Again, never mind. I realize I'm
I feel like that is
slightly-
in character too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I some chaos. So I untie. I'm like everybody.
And like nobody noticed. Nobody noticed.
No.
Like
No, because I noticed, like, I'm looking at the water, and then I look over at Marge, and then I see her, what she's doing. I'm like, no.
Wait, stop.
And then I offer her, offer, like, my hand and like, see
Yeah.
if we can.
How tall is everybody?
Oh,
I think I'm
A
like
little
six,
less than 6 foot.
I'm like 6'1". I'm a high elf.
I'm a half elf. My dad was short.
Nice.
Amazonian.
I'm 5'11". So
Quarters.
He's 6.
He's 6 foot.
He tells the girls that he's 6 foot.
Yeah.
I'm 6'2".
Oh my god.
Oh,
There we go.
He told me.
yes. He tells them. Yes. He used to play D&D basketball. Arthur looks at the group and he goes, "Well, it looks like we can go up or we can go across. But I think if we're trying to find the catacombs, going up is probably, in general, the wrong direction."
I think we continue to go across down the pathway.
Do you have any maps?
this way. Yeah.
Do you have any maps of inside the castle? Or any memory of this place?
I was never in the tubes, and
So we're flying blind at this point.
correct.
Okay. I have about 45 minutes left on Pass Without a Trace.
Blind. That was a good one. Little bat reference.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have Marge situated on my shoulders.
Situated.
You're piggybacking her.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
like playing chicken
Yes.
through the water.
It's like this.
Yes.
when you're in
Gregory's like trying
We're
to
like,
hop
this
on
is
Pedro's
great.
shoulders.
Question. Can you sense? Do you have the ability to sense if there's
Undead.
anything like undead or anything around us? Is that something you can do easily? I don't have detect good and evil memorized currently.
That's the weird thing about memorizing spells is that, like, do I just forget them when I've memorized them? And
No,
it's
they're just in your
spells?
book.
No, they're-
Right.
They're just in your prayer book. You just have to, like, I guess, refamiliarize yourself, or they're not prepared, or. But Rangers can't pick
I'm
new
not
spells.
currently. I might have to look through my prayer book quickly.
Okay. I just worry we don't know what's underneath this water. Well,
Is there any like? Okay, I'm gonna roll perception on like if there's any wood or anything like,
I suggest.
or is it just stone and water? That's it.
give me a perception
I
check.
suggest.
There's like a crate or something like that.
I suggest we hug the wall and just don't move through the middle of the room.
That's fine.
That's what I would recommend. We move slow.
Oh, it was an
and we
8,
hug the
so
wall.
whatever.
For perception? Okay. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary,
So
other than the fact that we're in, like, a torture chamber.
Yeah.
As we make it along the wall, give me another stealth check, please.
okay.
We can do that for a little while.
To 21.
One's a 30.
22.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, roll a real dice.
So 20.
16.
Okay.
Yeah, that plus 3.
As we're making our way
And Marge
around
would
here,
be with me.
one thing that we notice, like, we're barely putting out any ripples into the water as we move. We're all moving very quietly, very calmly. Theron, you send out, like, just a couple ripples into the water, and you notice that from from several points along the floor, several other ripples emerge from those points.
I cast Shield of Faith on myself. And I say, there, cross the water, make ready.
Okay.
So if I notice that,
Arthur
I warn
draws,
everyone.
draws his bow. Okay. Then as you cast, does anybody else want to do something with an action? Real quick, I'm gonna say we all get a free action. for initiative
I'll
with Theron's
Do it.
warning.
web of dread.
How close are the
The ripples.
no, how close are the hanging iron maidens? How far is that?
From you, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yes. Misty, step me on top of that, please. Get your wizard the fuck out of here.
And you pop out from like the cloud of darkness and Misty Step, and the iron creaks as you hold on to it up above, and from the water.
Now you're the noisiest person in the thing in the
It
room.
doesn't really matter anymore, buddy.
From the water emerge 6 Strahd zombies.
Strong zombies.
Are these considered blights or no?
No, they're
Yeah.
zombies. They're just a slightly different type of zombie.
How wide is the little piece of wall that we're standing on?
Like across from the opening.
Like, what are we standing on? We're standing.
We're in the water still. We're just backed up against the wall.
Oh,
'cause we're
right, come on.
Creeping,
Right.
we're
Okay.
creeping along the wall.
Alright.
You want us to roll?
Give me
1 second.
So my little frame has lights inside of it.
What?
The frame we got inside yesterday.
Oh,
There's lights all the way around.
wait, what was in the frame?
There's one with the butterflies.
Oh, cool.
I do love playing earlier on D&D Beyond.
Aw,
Like I
Setup.
just created this
little
encounter
sugar there.
Really?
for us. Yeah,
Little
I-
I've upgraded my D&D.
The master account? Yeah.
So I had a lot to learn about
So
it.
you hang
help
like
Yeah.
right in the
Yes. Now we will roll initiative.
you hang
Get rid of the antlers with the beams. I have to put it on the beam, which it will look cool.
So you said roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
So 17.
Oh. 14 for Arkin, 17 for Gregory,
11.
11 for Theron,
A 9 for me.
7 for Arthur, and a 9 for March. Okay. Then, Gregory, when you're done fetching can you grab me a beverage as well? Good sir.
What would you like?
You know what? I'll take that beer that you brought for me.
Well, you have to let me know how it is. Okay, so I've never seen this one. I went to Shangy's in
Shane.
Lakunji.
Oh, you're up north.
I've been there.
Okay.
And they had like a whole selection of Avery. And I'm like, holy fuck, I haven't seen Avery yet.
I literally never see Avery ever. Yeah.
Yeah, so they had like the usual, like Nutty Professor,
Yeah.
Rumpkin, and then they had that, which is, I think, like a 50% broken barrel-aged.
15.9%.
Yeah.
Oh boy! What's that one called?
This is called Uncle Jacob's Stout.
I've never heard of that from them. Yeah.
It was bottled in 2018.
There you go.
Wow.
Was that 6 years old? Holy shit.
Wow.
Well, I'm not going to drink it all, so if anybody else would like to taste some,
Sure. I would love it.
have at it.
Very much.
Okay, Gregory, you are at the start of the turn order. Perched up on your Iron Maiden hiding spot.
Nice.
Strange man on the front.
Yes. Yes, there is. It's pretty delicious. 6 years old, that still has a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
That is absolutely.
So how many are there in total? 5?
6. 1,
Oh,
2,
I didn't
3,
see- I
4,
didn't see that
5,
one.
6.
I am going to take aim with Firebolt at the one closest to the group.
This guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's going to be a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. And set to roll damage. I really need more d10. I feel like I don't have enough d10s.
Oh, yeah, I did give you a bunch of d6.
That's going to be 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
How's he looking?
Looks fine.
Cool. We're going to use my Illusionary Trace and cast a cantrip as a bonus action.
Oh,
And cast
cantrip.
Firebolt again.
Okay.
It's going to be a 22 to hit.
That hits. Same one.
Yeah.
Which one are you hitting?
The one closest. That's going to be
Okay.
13 points of damage.
Wow. Now he is bloodied / singed.
Good deal.
Yeah. This is the one he's attacking.
Gotcha.
Cool. And
That's a strong zombie.
that is going
They're Strahd zombies.
That is going to
Yeah.
be the end of Gregory's turn.
They were the ones that helped attack the town along with the Vargulfs when Valaki was under attack. Up next is Arkin.
It's got a lot of malt still to
It's
it.
delicious.
I know,
Yeah.
It's got like a barley wine
It's
character
very
to it a little
chocolate.
But
bit.
not too sweet like a
No.
barley wine.
But it's got that very, you know what I'm
It
talking
doesn't
about.
taste hot.
It's super malt forward.
Yeah, and it doesn't taste hot though. Like, you know,
No.
this tastes like a 10%
Yeah,
Imperial
it's not
Stout.
I-
nowhere near 15.9.
I angled myself so I line up these three
Uh-huh.
I remember
zombies
going to the
and
their
and
plant.
pull
I
out
was
my
like,
little
Colorado.
crystal rod and rub
I
it
think I did look at 6 hours from Jake.
and pray that it works.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So you need deck saves from those three.
Yeah.
That is correct.
As you fire off your spell, I need deck saves from everyone in the room other
Yep.
than Gregory.
I know.
Whoa.
Other than Gregory,
Yeah.
damn it. I have advantage on this.
Actually, Marge may not need it because she's on my shoulders.
Hope I don't.
Oh, I understand that, but it's coming back to you.
Okay.
That was
Yeah, like you need a deck save also.
Did you cast
Okay.
lightning bolt?
What is happening?
Yes.
Why the fuck did you cast lightning bolt in water?
I know.
Oh my
What's
god.
the DC? What's the save? DC?
What?
It was like the one thing that I'm like, I'm not gonna cast lightning bolt in water.
I realized that too late.
Oh my god.
It's a DC 20.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, no, at that point, that is
They're
a
on
high
fail.
save.
I made it actually.
What level did you tell me it wasn't flake?
Oh no, I didn't inflate it.
8, but I rolled a 5.
There you go.
All right, so everyone failed. Wait, did you fail, Arkin?
I did
Oh
not.
my
I
god.
succeeded.
Yes. I was lucky.
Failed. All of us fail except for this zombie right here. And Arkin. And Gregory, who's up in...
Hi.
You watch
I'm
as,
like-
as he rubs this rabbit fur and shoots this lightning bolt and it streaks through the 3 zombies and then you just watch it ripple across the
my
water
God.
and you watch like all the other zombies like tense up and then you watch all of us tense up.
Gregory's just like sitting there, just like,
Oh,
I
Yeah. It was one of those ones where I go to start rubbing it. I'm like,
it's too late.
it's too late.
How much damage did I take?
Yeah.
About to find out.
probably a lot. Lightning bolt's not great.
It's only a third
Yeah.
level spell.
Oh, I don't
So
right?
that's a lot of
Yeah.
dice.
No, I'm not using all these.
Isn't it still 66?
No, it's 8.
Yeah, it's 8 d6. Which I know isn't a shit ton for us right now. but-
Yeah, this is 10d6. This is 8.
Okay. Well, only one of the zombies saved.
Yeah, I see a lot of 5s and 6s there.
Yeah, well, it's
Do a bottle opener down here.
It's on the fridge. On top.
full of 29 points. If you...
Hey.
Well, it could be worse.
Oh, actually, it could be worse.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Okay, so 29 points of damage to anybody who failed.
Correct.
And 15 to the one that saved.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to help. I think I would have been too surprised.
29 points of damage to Arthur. I'm bloodied.
Wow.
I only have 54 health.
How much damage did I take?
Doing road things.
Did you fail?
You took
Yeah.
29.
29. Sorry.
No, I just
I'm
have
really glad I got
I have a minus
Wow.
1 for Constitution, so I don't get
Again,
his Constitution bonus.
In my head, I was like, I'm lighting it up.
You take 29.
Oh, shit.
Yep, I heard.
You
Am I even still on his back? Or
Yeah.
shoulder?
Yeah.
Well, then she shouldn't be able to be electrocuted if he wasn't electrocuted.
It is kind of weird because technically I'm not in the water.
Well, you were still electrocuted. You were only
He
electrocuted.
only
Yes.
took half. So
I
I would
took
say
half.
she takes.
I'll let you get
Oh,
half off
oh,
since
okay.
he saved and you were
Yeah.
on his
Essentially
shoulders.
15.
Okay, 15 points of damage to Marjoram. Okay. The one zombie that was in front of us disintegrated. The other 5 zombies barely standing. Arthur bloodied. His scale mail, his mythical scale mail, just acts like a superconductor, and he gets hit with like the last little bit of the lightning bolt, and it like knocks him up against the wall, and he goes,
Yeah.
"What the fuck was that?"
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
You will be.
And
What
I
were you thinking?
so I wasn't.
All right.
So of these, which
1,
ones?
2, 3, 4 are almost dead. He is bloodied.
Okay. How far? How far up are you?
He's 20 feet in the air.
Okay. So he's not. That's not
Good
worrying.
move. Seems a lot.
I'm trying to get out of there, but yeah.
Did you know that he was going to do that?
I legitimately, as I was jumping up there, I was saying in my head, no lightning spells, no lightning spells, no lightning spells.
Oh my god. Well,
Cool.
Yeah, you would have
Right.
seen the look of surprise as I'm pulling it out and starting to cast. I'm like,
oh.
it's the realization of
There's been
don't
so
cast
many
this.
times.
Yeah,
there
you
were
just-
so many campaigns where Caleb casts fireball in a room
In like a made of wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here we go. You just watch it go.
Dave, if there was ever a time to just Eldritch blast your way through.
Oh, I know.
Literally,
I know. I realize that.
Like Caleb, those have been some of the best memories.
I
Like the opium den.
then
Fireball.
open up my hands and
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast that
Okay.
one. That would be a 15 to hit.
Yeah. Their AC is 8.
Yes. What?
Well,
Their AC is 8.
zombies, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I rolled a 3 and a plus 12.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
So,
Eldritch. Things.
oh, I get 2.
You don't need it. It has
Okay.
one- It has 1 health.
Well, it's
They have 30 health, and you did 29 points of damage.
well, yeah, it's blasted.
Yeah, you blast him across the room.
Okay.
Is that gonna be the end of your turn?
That'll be the end of my
Okay,
turn.
cool.
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 Good deal.
Yeah.
Skip those 2 zombies. One in the middle is up, and he is going straight at Arkin.
Okay.
He is going to attempt to bite you.
Are the zombies moving at half speed because of the difficult terrain?
They are not.
They're water zombies. They're used to it. Girl, you turn them dead.
7 to
I
bite.
don't think it would work on these.
And
I
I'm
mean, it's
going to
zombies.
attempt to claw you
Because-
twice.
You're level 10.
8.
Yeah.
And as soon as you
And
attack one, it ends the
nine.
turn on dead. I just don't think
Nine.
it would
To hit.
Yeah.
because they're
I
gonna
mean,
be
I don't know what your AC is.
I'm at
To
15.
me, it's
Okay.
And if,
I
if
got-
they were
If they were
close, I was
zombies,
going to
so-
shield.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
To
you
go up to 20.
All right. Next one
Uh,
goes for Theron. Also going to attempt to bite you. Nope. I'll claw you twice. Hits you once.
well, my AC's 14, not 12,
Yeah.
because of the shield.
Yeah, it was a 22.
It still hit.
Yeah. You take 7 points of slashing damage, and his second slash misses. So just 7 points. Last or this guy is going to also attempt to attack Arkin. Crit fail. Fail. Fail.
okay.
Your AC's 15?
Yeah.
These guys suck. Getting sleepy.
What'd
What'd you say your AC is now? 12?
14.
14, okay.
It says 12, but I have spiritual.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Bite
shit.
misses, claw misses, other claw hits.
Okay.
For 7 points of slashing damage again. And then you're up.
Thayron's bloodied.
Yep, and you're up.
Okay. Thayron is going to summon the power of the Morning Lord and cast Guiding Bolt at the zombie right there
Okay.
at second level.
Nope. Not me.
18 to hit,
Yep.
17 radiant damage. And then as a bonus action, I'm just three zombies left.
Correct. Don't cast anything high level.
Well, I could summon my spiritual weapon. Let me see. I think it
would-
lasts. No, it only lasts a minute. That's probably not worth it.
No. They won't last.
I am going to move closer to Arkin and. Am I taking an opportunity attack? I'm not. Okay.
No,
I'm gonna
moving
you're
out.
not
It's-
moving
I'm
out.
moving closer to Arkin and you guys. March. All right, that's it.
You know, the person in our party for the last year and a half.
That's okay.
Brain farts.
You're out of the sun all day.
Yeah.
You have sun brain. All right. End of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Then it is Marge's turn. Marge is the healthiest looking of all of us. Well, except for Gregory. But I think you still have more health
Oh,
than him,
okay.
even when you're injured.
So I'm still on the shoulders.
Yep.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So
If you want to swing a weapon, it'll be with disadvantage unless you want to hop down. Because, like, you're not on your feet, so you're not.
I don't want to hop down. Okay. So
But you cast spells from on
Yeah.
the shoulders.
let me. I will cast poison spray on, I guess, the dude in front.
You could actually technically hit both of them.
That's what I was hoping for, but it just says a creature that I can see. But it's a puff of gas, so I don't know.
Is it a radius attack? Like, is it a cone or anything? Or does it just say what? I forget how much
It doesn't
works.
say
I
it.
thought it says
Yeah.
15 foot.
I thought it was a cone. But it just says extend your hand towards a creature you can see within range,
That would just be
which range is
Yeah,
10
that would just be
foot.
one.
Yeah. So it's probably just a little poof,
Yeah,
a little
I think it's acid splash. That's a 50-foot cone.
it might be.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. So you have to save on a Constitution 15.
Okay. Fails.
Okay, so 20 damage.
What type of damage?
Poison.
As your poison spray envelops this zombie,
Amazing.
it just looks at you.
Kind of figured that was gonna.
Yes, but I also
It swats,
Opposite.
it swats away the poison gas, and it is immune to poison damage.
jam 20 damages.
Would have been sick. Was that a max roll?
Almost.
Or the D12?
My max would be
24.
24. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Bonus action?
I'm gonna stay where I am. Not really.
Then Arthur is up next. I'm going to risk the opportunity attack and move far enough away to be able to shoot them.
How far?
Let's see, I have to be. I have to be at least 10 feet away from them to shoot them with my bow without disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move to the corner here. The darkness moves with us all. The darkness is with us all. I am the night. So opportunity attack from one of the Zambers. misses. I'm going
You
to
missed?
the zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only have +3 to hit. And I haven't been rolling very high with them. I'm gonna start shooting. I'm gonna start popping off shots.
Oh, I thought it was Arthur attacking. Sorry.
Oh
I
no,
thought
no, no.
Arthur missed.
I did not miss. I just hit 2 in a row. 8 and 12 damage as I fire off 2 shots and kill 2 of the zombies.
Okay. Is the one that's left the one that was the healthiest?
The one that's left is the one that's the healthiest, yes.
Okay.
So top of the turn order, Gregory's back up.
Cool. We're gonna run that back. So
Lightning bolt?
Lightning bolt
it's an 18 hit.
with firebolt. Yes.
Yep. That's gonna be 6 points for the first one,
Right.
and that's a 12 to hit. And that is going to be 10 points for the second
So
one.
16.
Yep.
2 firebolts from the upper deck incinerate the final zombie. And as they all sort of like slump under the water, Arthur just looks at Arkin and he's like,
Marge is like smoothing down her
Dude.
static.
"Oh yeah."
It's big.
I'm sorry. As I was casting, I knew I was doing wrong. It was too late.
Gregory yells cannonball and jumps into the water.
Stealthy.
Well, cat's bit out of the bag now,
Yeah.
No, it was more about the fact of what's in the water.
Well, we're in it. So
isn't it? I mean, we're walking it in the matter.
But now, it is hair.
I feel like the man who casts a lightning
Yeah.
bolt in a legitimate like pool has no room to talk about that.
Give you that.
Yeah, that's pretty fair, I think.
I'm still having muscle spasms.
It'll keep going.
It'll pass. At
Arthur
least
like
it wasn't
peeks
like a
underneath his
fireball.
armor and he's like, my nipples are burnt.
All right,
This hurts.
all right.
Arthur has 25 health.
Yeah, do you guys need to heal a little bit?
We're not on a great start with this like
No.
end of the
we got to the second room.
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Not doing too bad. As I return my form back to normal.
Yeah.
Arthur peeks down the hallway that's behind him and like strikes a torch.
Who else needs healing? Sorry.
Me.
Arthur?
Of course, not Arthur. I'm
Throws
knocked
it
down,
down,
but
throws it down the hallway. As he watches the torch sail across this hallway, he sees it's just pretty much like a narrow corridor and then a flight of stairs going up at the very end. He looks back.
how long is the corridor?
It's about 45 feet long. He's like, so, and he relays that back to you. And he said, it looks like we have to go up to go down. I mean, if we're trying to stay down here, there's stairs at the end of this corridor that go up, but it looks like there's 2 openings in either direction also. So it's up to you guys. Do we want to try and get up onto the balcony? That's a big heal. Who's that on?
Me.
Nice.
I still am 20 points down, but
Yeah.
so how bad is Arthur? Is he bloodied?
Yeah.
Alright.
He's at 25 and 54.
Arthur has no health potions.
I have 2 regular healing potions.
Yeah,
I'm just hanging on to them for right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um Arthur,
I don't want to waste a lot of spells.
you're not looking
Yeah.
too good. So
No.
Well,
No, I wouldn't.
what? Let's. I'll
you guys
feel
don't
okay.
want me.
I mean,
you
I
don't
love
want
you, Arthur.
the healer to
We have
heal
saved you
someone.
many times, but
I don't want you to burn any more spell slots. I can stay at the back of the room as long as nobody else casts lightning bolt in the water.
I was gonna say he's
I can stay at the back of
Are
the
you
room. and
are
fire.
you below bloodied? Because I can get you back up to.
Save your spells until I'm looking
uh,
a little even worse.
out of character, Daryl.
Alright.
It makes he's probably the one person that it makes sense not to heal because his whole goal is to not take damage and sneak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm the hiding character that stays at the back of the room.
I'm gonna
It
try
just
to
so
kill myself
happened
a
that
second
in this room that backfired.
Yeah, like you and Marge and Arkin
All right,
are
I got
probably
another
the people
14.
that should be
That we need to
healed the
keep
most.
Yeah, we need to keep you guys.
But like
up.
me and
You're gonna be
Arthur-
up front, potentially taking damage.
All right, I'm back up to almost full health.
Good.
I did another heal.
I can scout, and then I can stay in the
Alright.
back. Pass Without a Trace has another 30 minutes.
Cool.
Do you guys want to go up onto the balcony, or do we want to see what's going on in this hallway here?
I vote hallway.
I think we should.
Hallway.
yeah, I would imagine it goes to the same place.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if they're both going up,
floor.
one way's if it's 6, half dozen the other.
And I don't really like the look of the thrones.
No, I don't either. I don't like any thrones in this castle. This castle is a piece of shit.
Well, this doesn't look great either.
This is the hallway.
Okay.
Is that like pews? Or pews?
Arthur
In church.
starts stepping. Do another stealth check.
Sarcopsis.
Sarcophagi?
Sarcophagi?
Arthur starts stepping and like
Crypts.
creeping his way along the floor, and he steps on one particular part of the floor, and he feels the floor underneath the water give a little bit, and immediately draws his foot back, and he looks back at the group and he says, "There are traps in the floor." Does anybody have any way?
Nope.
Well, we know that you do.
Right.
Marge, do you mind holding up the sun sword so I can read my spell book? Is that okay? Do I have time to do that? We're not in immediate danger, right?
We are not.
Is there anything hanging from the ceiling that we can, climb onto, or
It is an arched ceiling that's only about 8 feet tall. So we have about 3 feet of water, a couple feet of water in here, and then a pretty low ceiling as we go through this little corridor.
Trade or destroy water.
And
Also would've been handy.
I don't have
No,
water
it's only
walk.
10 gallons.
I don't have water
Oh.
walk
Yeah, it
memorized.
should be enough.
what are your thoughts on tidal wave through the hallway to spring all the traps?
Will that actually work?
That's what I'm
I don't
asking him.
know.
That's up to him.
I like that idea.
That's
I was also
cool.
going to suggest that maybe we throw heavy objects if we have anything heavy that we don't
Right.
mind losing,
Yeah.
like across the floor.
I have
I
water.
like a tidal wave too.
Or do you want me?
I mean, I would say
that
that that's heavy if they're just weight based.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
legitimately
Try it.
just pushing water.
And it would
down the hallway.
roll, so it would hit
Yeah.
the bottom.
Yeah.
I say it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll cast.
If it means we don't fall into some pit underneath this hallway.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll cast tidal wave at third. It's just a dex save anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say, I mean, obviously, inanimate things can't.
Yeah, I didn't
Succeed,
But
yeah.
if you needed rolling.
So here, 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 and here. As your tidal wave rushes out down the hall, it snuffs out all the torches along the walls, but as Marge holds up the sun sword, you can see that several holes have opened up in the floor, and all of the water from this hallway is now like draining down into those holes.
Shit. Okay. Well, everyone, that seemed to work okay.
That was clever.
Thank you.
Maybe you would be a good replacement for Strahd.
Who's saying that?
Arthur? I mean, or we can leave him, who decides what's the lightning bolt all of us.
See, I don't think he meant to.
He's halfway there anyway.
So,
We'll never let it down.
are we good?
Yeah.
We'd have to not walk in the pits, but
Here, I'm going to use a second level spell slot and cast Find Traps.
I might
As-
be able to help. I could get rid of the water.
I already
It already
It's
is
gone.
going.
It drained down into the floors. Arthur casts Find Traps out down this hallway that has 120-foot range. No more traps anywhere within line of sight of us.
Good deal.
Yeah. Whatever you sprung has sprung all the traps that are in this hallway. I only have one more second level spell slot.
Everyone in agreement to keep moving forward then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm glad that worked. I'm glad I still had title weight.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Kind of
Anyway, the
covers
running water.
one of the.
I mean, I would. That is
Always.
that is definitely like a Reddit argument somewhere.
Right.
We don't have to worry about the water anymore.
Nope, the water
it's
drained
gone.
down the
I
hole.
Lightning
Yeah.
ball is up for grabs.
Yes.
Yes. Lightning bolt is fair game. As we get to this little split,
Unless you're in a puddle.
I'll pull this out if we need to be stealthy for anything else. As we get to a little split in the hallway, what you see, there's a couple steps down in either direction, and several what looks like jail cells in two different
Oh.
directions.
Can I roll perception to see if I like see anyone or hear anything just from looking in on either side?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
God damn it! It's a nat one.
No, you don't see anything. In fact, you almost stumble into the trap right in front of you and almost fall into the pit.
Since yep, that's fair.
As
Arthur's gonna
Theron
investigate
up
here.
he okay.
Well, go ahead. What are you doing?
I was gonna just see if I perceive anything, but I can't see in the dark, so I
Yeah.
don't know what good I would do.
And now that there's not water anywhere, Arthur strikes up another torch and holds it up over
I'm
his
gonna put
head.
my armor back on.
I like that idea.
As Arthur starts walking down, I switch my visions to Eldritch Sight and start looking left and right as we enter.
Give it the-
Oh, that feels so much better.
All of a sudden, he's like, shh, shh, shh.
Exactly. It's the sound.
You do not see anything magical in this dungeon.
Okay.
Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Dark vision.
Yes.
Dark vision. Give me a perception check. Same.
17.
Thank God. Do you see, as you're sort of like sweeping the room,
Yeah.
here, you notice that the wall appears different than the rest of the walls in the cell, like in this little dungeon area.
I point that out to Arthur. I don't see anything magic, but do you notice that the wall, like, doesn't look right?
and he walks up and he tries the door to the cell and finds that it's locked.
Are all these cells locked?
He kicks the other one. These couple are.
What?
This cell is unlocked and that cell is unlocked.
Okay.
He is gonna try sleight of hand to pick this lock.
We had someone with a crow.
Do I will say Marge is not interested in looking into the cells, but I'll throw you the crowbar.
I have one too.
Why are we
Oh,
investigating?
you have one too.
I don't know.
I think Marge is like
Do you think we should just go
really
upstairs?
going through the yeah.
we probably.
Because I
moves
think I'm looking
towards.
for like crypt kind of
I
stuff.
think Theron would like to
That's
move
true.
towards the beginning of the staircase.
Can I-
He tries to coax everyone to keep moving.
Okay.
Can I
Okay.
turn and I just want to look down the other one. I know I failed at looking at the first one. Can I look down the one closest to
You can.
Okay. Let me roll perception. Oh, it's a nat 20 plus 6.
Wow.
That one looks very plain.
Yeah.
You don't see anything interesting down that.
I
Can we
will.
just
I will
adjust the
quickly.
nat 1 to the nat
No.
20.
I will quickly like go down and look back up.
No.
Like just.
It looks
using
almost
my,
like
my Eldritch
your
Sight.
appetite. You don't notice.
So,
Okay.
just to remind the group, I have stone sheet. So you found a cell that's locked. I can't see in the dark. So, is there
Right.
something that like is it worth investigating further?
No.
Should I
Maybe
melt?
just-
I can melt
It looked
the
like
wall.
maybe it's a false wall. But if we're not
Are
that
you relaying that
interested
to me?
Yeah. Arthur comes back over and says, I'm fine with going up the stairs here. It just looked like there was a false wall over there. We don't have to open things that are closed if we don't want to. I just thought it was interesting.
I think we
Sometimes my curiosity does get the best of me.
I think we follow
We do-
Theron on this
We have a
one.
mission.
We do have a bit of a timeline to keep.
Let's remember that on
Sure.
the way back. If I still have,
Or if we get
if I still have some
Marge is already
strength
up here.
left. If I still have some strength left, I would like to revisit that false wall.
For shits and giggles, I cast Fireball down one of the pits. Just because, like, I kind of
just like down,
yeah, I just kind of want to see what happens. Like,
it splashes off of the stone wall at the very end, and nothing happens.
okay,
Marge,
curiosity, you know.
as you start creeping up these stairs, they lead. This is the South Tower stair. You start climbing. One thing you notice as you're going up this spiral staircase, it keeps going and going and going until you estimate that you've climbed about 80 steps.
And there's no like floors. It's
Not yet.
just that.
Not
Okay.
until it ends.
Okay.
And where it ends is
Well, I imagine you guys are coming with me, or no? I wouldn't have climbed 80 steps by myself.
Fair.
I think this might not be the way we want to go.
K18.
Let's.
This
see
might
where
be
we are.
the way
To the heart.
to the heart of the
Right.
castle.
Let's just wait and see.
So what
It's really
you see is as you step out from the top of this staircase, give me, are you moving like stealthily?
Yeah.
Or are you just, okay, creeping? Give me a stealth check.
I think it's plus 2.
What page doesn't always work?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, sometimes
it's
it's just
load.
easier to roll.
I think it's plus 2 or plus 3. It's not plus 2, so it's 14. Plus. Oh wait, do we still have
Plus 10, yeah.
Plus
For
10.
30 minutes, yeah.
24?
Okay, yeah, you're like moving basically silently. stairway. Over here. And what you see as you peek out from the stairwell is what looks like an old abandoned cathedral. And I will read you a description of said cathedral. The arched room connects a vast chamber to the east and a landing of a staircase to the west. To the left of the landing, no, that's not right. Stand by. Here we go. Dim-colored light filters through tall, broken, and boarded-up windows of stained glass, illuminating the ancient chapel of Ravenloft. A few bats flutter about near the top of the 90-foot-high domed ceiling. A balcony runs the length of the west wall, 50 feet above the floor. In the center of the balcony, two dark shapes are slumped in tall chairs. Benches coated with centuries of dust lie about the floor in jumbled disarray. Beyond this debris, lit by a piercing shaft of light, an altar stands upon a stone platform. The sides of the altar are carved with bas-reliefs of angelic figures entwined with grapevines. The light from above falls directly on a silver statuette. A cloaked figure is draped over the altar, and a black mace lies on the floor near its feet.
I guess I'll investigate the mace.
Well, none of us are up here yet. This is just Marge peeking up. We're still all on the staircase.
Okay.
Marge, what do you see up there? All of that.
All of that.
Now, the where are we coming up from?
We are coming up on the southern side from the west. So the southwestern side of this chapel.
Like through that?
Through this door right here.
Okay.
So it's March.
There's a small hallway. There's a small hallway between the staircase, which also does continue up even further.
Right, I figured.
So the altar is here.
Yes.
And then the shapes are the two.
They're actually up here.
Up above.
Oh.
There's a balcony up above us there, yes.
Okay.
And as you relay everything, Arthur looks at Arkin and he goes, "Do you remember the chapel?"
No, I have not been in the chapel.
Well, I think
And
we...
there's bright daylight streaming in through, like it's middle of the day now.
The problem is that it's not.
Feels like we're on the main floor.
We're
of
on the
castle.
It's not where we want to be.
Yeah.
So go back down.
Well, do we keep searching and see if we can find a stairway down? Or do we go back down the way?
No, I-
cathedral
Okay.
had like
Theron is intrigued because it is a cathedral. It's a
Okay.
religious location.
We're gonna check
So
it out.
Theron moves into the room. He's like, I just have to get my bearings here a little bit, and I would like to do a perception check of like, what was it a chapel to? Was it the Morning Lord? Was
Yeah.
it?
Give it a perception check.
Can I make an Arcana check while he's doing this too?
Yeah. Oh, so we're all still just moving.
And I'd like to give myself guidance. Could I use guidance along with that? I don't think necessary is already a 22.
As you look across the room, you notice that the garb of the figure that's slumped over the altar with the black mace laying on the ground, you see like a holy symbol, the mace, the heavy armor. It looks like the body of a cleric slumped over the altar.
Like a statue or an actual body?
Corpse.
I rolled a 26.
For
Could I
On our new...
Arcana? There is
Just
a
remember.
faint glow of magic coming from the mace laying on the ground.
Just remember.
Are you saying you're saying this to Theron?
Yes. If we are noticed, we will not be able to traverse. So,
Gregory looks to Theron I'm not getting anything inherently magical, minus a slight radiance coming off of that mace. I don't think this is particularly. My curiosity is piqued as is yours, but I don't think this is worth our time and effort to explore further. I think finding a pathway back to the tombs is our best bet for our mission.
Let's head back.
I mean, if you just want to sneak, do you want me to sneak across the room and go pick up that mace for you?
I mean,
I can pretty much guarantee that I can walk across and go grab it real quick without taking any time.
if it doesn't seem trapped or, cursed, sure, let's see what we can learn from it. This could be valuable.
Arthur, I'll do a quick stealth check. Still pass without a trace. It's 21 plus 10, 31. Yeah. I dart across the room. I bend down. I wrap my cloak, the edge of my cloak, around the mace, and I pick it up, bring it back over, and I set it on the ground in front of you.
Okay.
So I don't know. It looks like a mace.
I'll investigate the mace.
Sure.
I don't know what that was a roll for. I can't get this to clear.
19.
Well,
How's performance.
No, it won't clear. I keep hitting clear, and it's just like it's rolling
Yeah,
more stuff.
sometimes the app gets stuck.
Investigation. I rolled a 6 in investigation. So.
It
I
looks
don't
like
know.
a
Let's,
black-
let's just take it with us.
Yeah, it looks like a black iron mace. Just stash it in your pack.
Yeah, I'll
I
stash
want
my
to walk
pack for now.
this or no? Michael, do you want
Yeah.
off?
I'll polish it off.
Go for it, buddy.
Thank you.
Arthur, when you were picking up the mace, what did you notice anything interesting about the cleric, or what he was wearing?
He had like a black fur cloak and black armor. He didn't strike me as a good cleric.
That's
Just looking at him, maybe an evil one, which I guess would kind of make sense for this castle.
The night weather?
that would make sense.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
He didn't seem like a good cleric. I mean, like, he looked like the opposite of you.
Got it. Well, we should probably head back down the stairs before anything.
Alright. Before
happens.
anything else comes out. Okay. So we head back into the corridor. And
Splooges.
what?
It's down there.
Oh.
Oh, there's a drip.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh.
It's like if we move it to another screen, it's gonna.
There's also a ring there if you want to.
That's from though.
So that is from the upside down plastic cup that I put on the table last time for Gregory to be on top of. It must have had some liquid in it. I just need to like use an actual cleaner. It'll come off the plexiglass.
Oh, bother all of us now. Seriously, my goodness.
Maybe. All their toilet paper isn't exactly the best.
It's
So
coming.
20 minutes later, we can
Alright.
get back down.
Here's the deal. I'm going to, unless do we want to go all the way back to the balcony, or should we check out this door real quick?
I think we should
Yeah, I think we can
investigate
see
I
that.
know there's no traps because I already used detect trap down
Yeah.
here. There's nothing. There's nothing.
Anyone's gonna move up to it.
Okay.
Was it here? It's this-
Yeah, it was this cell back
And
here.
then there's no light in this room, right?
No.
March.
I'll follow. Yeah,
I have a
can
torch.
Come over.
Yeah, and I have a
Yeah.
torch too.
I mean, I have a torch,
Okay.
but if I'm casting spells and stuff, I want to keep a hand free.
Who's got the best strength modifier?
Definitely not me.
Because I can try and pick this lock.
Probably have a good one.
I can try and pick the lock, or we can.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm having trouble with.
oh, like a strength check.
Yeah.
Strength, mine's only a +2.
Mine's probably high. Crowbar.
And the crowbar gives you advantage. So to pop this
I have
lock.
+3.
I have +5. Oh. Oh no, +1.
I would think his dex is
Yeah, his dex is good.
+5.
Well, how about this? Maybe you see if you can break it, and if you can't, then I'll try and pick it open.
Okay.
Alright, so give me a strength check.
No, wait,
with
that's a false
advantage.
wall.
No, we're breaking into the cell. We're
Can I-
busting the lock.
Can I cast
Then where's the
Firebolt?
false wall?
Can I cast? Yeah, it's like, can I cast Firebolt on the lock to weaken it?
Okay. 20.
Oh, never mind.
With advantage?
That is my advantage.
Exactly what you needed to be able to break open the lock.
And so is the false wall into the cell?
We don't. No, the false wall
No,
is
the
this
false
wall right here.
is over
It goes
in the cell.
in the cell. Arthur steps in
Yep.
after getting a nod back to Marge. Good job. Another job well done with the crowbar. And he like kind of taps around on the wall face until he finds one stone that's loose and he pushes on it and the stone wall swings in and leads to what we see is a long stairway up into the darkness. I have dark vision, so I hand you my torch
Yeah. Sounds
and
good.
I say, let me
I'll-
check this out.
I'll probably go last since I'm actually casting light. I mean, since I have light coming off a torch,
Yeah.
you guys can all see in the dark, so I'll go
Isn't
last.
your shield like a TV?
Well, sometimes if
You
I
can
cast, if I
you can
cast
a spell on
a
it.
spell on it, or a cantrip.
Marge is making a lot of faces because she just already went up 80 steps.
Marge, I will check this one out. It will be fine.
Ugh.
So, yeah, so this stairway
Yeah.
leads up to
Arthur's thinking
here.
That our NPC is a little OP.
A very, very long hallway. I am going to stealth. You guys stay in the dark for a second up the stairs. I'm going to stealth down this hall. Check it out. It's a 24.
So we come out at the end of the hallway.
Yes. And a 22 for perception. I don't notice anything as I make my way down the hallway, all the way down to there.
Okay.
And
What's at the end of the hallway?
yeah, the hallway is the crypts.
Cool. I follow.
Nice. So Marge fucked up and wanted to go up
It's okay.
the stairs.
I was very interested to see if we were going to explore the whole castle. I mean, because this place is a fucking maze, guys. Like, it's scary. But there's no telling where we're going to end up in this fucking castle. I didn't even prepare for what would have happened if we started exploring the main floor of the castle.
That
It
is
would've been
what's
an
neat
interesting
about
night.
having a digital playboard. Is that you can just pull up maps.
I can,
whenever
depending
you
on
need
where
to.
we go.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't have them ready ahead of time, but it's
Right,
easy
yeah.
enough to find them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Arthur quick bolts back down the hallway and
Yeah.
he says, "Guys, we're here." And he leads you.
Good.
He leads you to end of the hallway.
Whoa. Whoa.
we
Where
looking
are
at?
we?
pop out right here.
Where?
Yep, right there. That tomb. Yep. And let me read a little description. Buried deep beneath the keep of Ravenloft lie ancient catacombs, with arched ceilings supported by wide, hollow columns that double as crypts. Cobwebs hang limp in the musty air. A thick fog clings to the floor, which is covered in putrid waste. The black ceiling is moving above you.
What?
I like that.
Oh!
Currently, the black ceiling above us is like rippling as if it's moving.
Okay.
And what you see is what you see. We are in a massive room where these giant pillars pop up, and each of the pillars is a tomb of something or someone.
Crypt.
Some sort of a crypt.
Okay, so each one of these is a pillar to the ceiling,
Yep.
and there's like each
A door.
It contains
There's a door on each of them.
Okay.
But we can't see.
And a placard. We can't see inside any of them.
Okay.
Like a mausoleum, each one just tall pillar.
Yeah, correct.
Got it.
And with my perception check, I also noticed that it looks like along some of the walls, like the very side walls, there are even larger crypts that look like royalty or somebody important. They're bigger than just the ones that are in the middle of the room.
Well,
If we find the
Arkin?
right,
what are we looking for?
I don't think you've been down here.
I haven't, but
Okay.
Well,
Well, I'll take one wall.
we're looking for
now
the
we
tomb.
go together.
We're looking for the tomb of the queen, of Strahd's mother.
Can I roll perception to see if I see anything along the wall that would, the wall in front of us here, this wall, that
Uh-huh.
would tip us off?
I feel like it would be quite elaborate.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
It's a 20.
You see along this wall, I will say that your eyesight is good enough that you see above the, like, almost gate that's,
This one?
no, like, literally, yeah, that, right there. Above that gate, you see a placard as you're, like, peeking down the hallway, and you see that it says Prince Sergei von Tsarevich,
It's his
Brother.
son.
his brother,
Brother.
that he killed.
Right.
What's my curiosity about that?
I want to talk to him.
Jesus Christ!
I want to resurrect him.
Whoa. No. But
I mean, I just wanted to loot him.
I want to resurrect him. I don't know that it'll work.
Are there
Can't do
any
it.
crypts around here with doors that are like facing, like,
Facing you guys?
yeah? I think probably only this one.
Yeah, it's like, it's kind of what you see. This one has a door facing you.
Okay.
This one has a door facing this way. This one has a door facing this way.
Who designed this?
This one has a door
So
facing this
hard
way.
to- Okay.
Strahd designed this.
No, I you know,
It's so
I-
disorganized.
Okay.
Theron starts wandering down this hallway
Kind of
towards that
weird.
crypt.
Like, it
I-
makes sense
I,
in a weird way.
I don't wander off.
You guys can come.
As he wanders
One
off.
so bad.
Arthur,
No, I tell you
Stay
guys
there.
that I want to go. I told you I want to talk to the brother.
Sergey.
Yeah. I speak with dead. Imagine
if-
imagine what we can learn.
what if Marge and I peel off and go?
We won't go far.
We just want to take a look.
Besides, he could probably tell us where his mother's buried.
I'm not.
I
very
just don't want to waste
interested.
Agreed.
any time. I'm on a mission to find this crypt. I'm just gonna look for something
Well,
elaborate, more elaborate.
I will say
more.
that's a pretty good point. I agree with Marge. I also want to find this crypt, but he just said that maybe Sergey can just tell us where his mother's buried down here.
She would have been
if we
buried
talk
before
to
him.
him.
Okay, that's also true.
That's like a really good point. So maybe it's actually fastest to talk to him
Rather
and
than-
then
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
your speak with dead spell. How? I mean, does it matter how long they've been dead? Did we discuss this before? Does it matter how long they've been dead? Okay. In the D&D,
I feel like dead is dead.
the skeleton that they talked
Yeah.
to was dead for like thousands of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
It was a great.
I should rewatch
I watched
I should
it 3
rewatch
times.
it too. I might watch it on
loved
shift tomorrow.
I was trying to finish. I only got like maybe 20 minutes in. I started watching Roadhouse today.
Oh,
It is so bad.
I
and
know.
I don't want
I heard it.
The new one.
But I heard it was good, and like I was like, I kind of want to see, you know.
I kind of just hate Jake Gyllenhaal.
I like his like pompous ass.
Well, I like him in some stuff when he's creepy.
I like his acting. I just hate him as a
Oh,
person.
okay.
That and Conor McGregor is just awful at acting, and it's kind of beautiful because he's just bad at it. But it's that and Post Malone.
Why do they cast him?
So
Post Malone's in it. I don't know why.
Alone is in it?
Yeah,
the portcullis that
it's not skinny.
is blocking the tomb is
Yeah.
closed and locked
Okay.
as we go down there. I'm fucked. Are you cool if we just try and talk to Sergey and see if he can just tell us where the mom is?
I'm along
Do you
for the ride.
promise? Do you promise that we'll just go right to the mom's tomb after that, though? You have to pinky swears Marge.
My word is a clear.
So for me, this looks like
Good enough for
this
me.
this looks like this is a grate.
It
Like,
is.
can I see through it and see his like?
You can. Do you want to know what you see as you look in there?
Yes.
Yeah. As you look into Sergei's tomb, white marble steps descend to a tomb that has a vaulted ceiling 30 feet overhead. A stillness, a calm amid the storm, is felt here. In the center of the tomb, a white marble slab supports an intricately inlaid coffin. Chiseled into the slab is a name, Sergei Bonzarovich. To the north behind the coffin are 3 alcoves. A beautifully carved statue stands in each alcove. A stunning young man flanked by 2 angels, looking as polished and new as the day that he was placed there.
Angels.
An iron lever protrudes from the south wall, west of the tomb's entrance.
Can I roll perception to see if that lever opens the gate?
Like you wouldn't know until you did it.
It depends if it's. It
Mechanism.
depends if it's if it's connected to anything or you know if it's connected that I can see maybe. But if
Right.
not,
You don't see, you don't have to roll perception. You don't see it connecting to anything, it is just in the wall. But the gate is locked, and there's a lever there,
Can I? Yeah, just general assumption that it would open it.
safe to say.
Can I roll religion to see if I know what kind of religion these angels are from?
They don't bear any religious markings.
Anyone opposed to me Misty stepping in the room to open the door?
No?
All right, cool. I do that.
I feel like you would anyway.
That's a very
Are you
yeah.
also chaotic?
Yes.
Yeah, neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
chaotic.
definitely would.
You probably wouldn't even ask our permission.
I think being in the crypts I would. If this was like a normal heist, I think I just would have like walked in, saw his name, and just jumped in before you while you're all sitting here talking.
You misty step into the tomb and crank the lever down, and the gate slides up soundlessly.
Well done.
Anyone coming in?
Let's go.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
why not?
we're going in.
So
Is there a piece of metal or anything in the general area that I can prop up under the gate? Because I have a fear that
It stays up.
Okay. You understand my fear? though,
Yeah. There's a little trapeze in there.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I got you. No, it stays up.
wow.
Tell him. The tomb. The tomb.
Wow.
Yeah, we're here. You're over there. Gregor, you pulled a lever.
Yep.
Pull the lever, Grunk.
Oh, we're
like-
you were right.
I would
That's
like
another
to-
movie.
Such a good movie.
I would like to investigate for traps.
That and Treasure Planet, 2 Disney movies
Right.
I've never seen in
Go
theaters.
ahead and give me investigation.
Thank you. Excuse me.
I can't keep casting detect traps unless we really, really need it. I'm almost out of second level
What-
spell slots.
While we're
And
in here, I cast where I use my Eldritch Sight to see if there's anything magical.
14.
A 14. You don't notice anything strange on your investigation.
All right.
Your Eldritch Sight.
I'll take that to mean there's no traps.
That's fair. Your
I don't know I rolled a
Eldritch
14.
Sight doesn't show anything magical in this room.
Okay.
Are the
I
angels holding anything? Oh, sorry.
attempt to push the crypt open.
The angels are here, and then the statue is right here.
Well, I need
Give
help
me
pushing
a
it.
strength check. If anybody wants to
Yeah, I
help
was
him,
gonna
you'll
say,
have advantage.
Yeah, I think Gregory would jump in.
Strength check.
Oh, there's the lever.
Which roll is an 8. Oh, come on. Second roll. 8. My
Marge.
high was an 8.
Can you do it with your crowbar,
Have
please?
to give it a go.
Strength with advantage.
World's greatest
I
great.
think
Yeah.
plus. Okay, well, give it a try again. Okay, 22.
Yeah, you pop the coffin, the sarcophagus open, and one thing that you notice is no dust comes out of the sarcophagus as you creak it open, and as you push the lid off the side, you look down and you see Sergei Bonzarovich, and he looks strikingly similar to Strahd, and he looks perfectly preserved in his sarcophagus.
This is gonna be an Alucard in
No,
Castlevania.
Oh my
moment.
god!
he is very dead.
Okay.
You can see that he is dead,
He is my favorite
but it looks
character.
like somehow his flesh has been like magically preserved to keep from decomposing. And on his body, he has like this shining full plate armor.
Is it light armor?
It's plate armor.
Is it light?
It is full plate.
So no.
Very useful. I
And-
cast Speak with Dead.
Arthur looks at you, looking at his body, and he's like, "We are not grave robbing Strahd's dead brother."
Gregory is already like all up in there.
Like rooting around in there.
Can I? But before you cast, can I roll perception to see if there is anything on him?
Yeah.
That's a 15.
+2 plate armor.
Okay, continue.
So you're casting Speak with Dead.
Yeah.
As you cast it, reach out and like hover a hand over Sergei, and his eyes flick open, and his hand reaches up and grabs your wrist, and he says, "What do you want with me?"
Are you the head of Quickie Mart?
So Gregory looks at everyone and goes,
Yeah, this again.
Oh my
I'm going to
god.
start with the most important question. Sergei, where is your mother's crypt?
That's a great question. She and my father lie buried along the eastern wall.
"What?"
The eastern wall of the
Eastern
Of
wall.
the, of the
crypts.
thing.
But
We're probably on the western one.
but he
No,
said.
you're on the
No, we're south of our
Did anybody else pick up on the fact that he said, "her and my father"?
Yeah.
lie
Yeah.
buried?
Yeah, the king and the queen.
I didn't realize the king was dead too. I thought it was just queen.
You say,
I just
did
don't-
anybody realize if her and my
Oh, shut.
Yeah.
I was talking out
I
of character.
realized that?
God damn it. Well,
Sergei, why are you not decomposed?
He looks down, he like takes a hand and looks at it and goes, "This must be my brother's doing."
how did you die?
Stabbed in the chest by Strahd.
Well done, Gregory.
This thing has lightning bolted water.
Sergei,
You guys have two questions.
how would you stop your brother?
Probably finish that.
You must find my sword, the symbol of Ravenkind, and harness the power of the sun to destroy him.
got that.
We're going after
And we
know
do
where
technically
the-
have the ability
What?
to harness the power of the sun.
And we know where the symbol is.
So
last question.
Sergey. May I have your armor to help stop your brother and avenge your death?
Good question. He looks at you and he sees the symbol of the Morning Lord emblazoned on your chest and your shield, and he says, yes. And sighs and falls back into the tome, and you see his skin start to like fade to a husk and desiccate as his head just like tilts to the side.
He overcame his brother's magic.
Well, and you open the tome. You open the crypt.
oh,
Looking into the
Guys, help me with this.
looking into the crypt, is
You're gonna have to break it apart.
there anything else?
We're not grave robbing.
I mean,
Is there-
the definition of grave?
He's
No.
very pristine.
Gave me permission.
His suit of armor.
It's just the armor.
All right. Yeah.
Help me break his
But it
shoulder.
was the actual stone
Do we
of
need to
the
like snap his waist up so you can like pull the whole
Pretty
thing?
much.
sarcophagus that blocked my
Alright,
thing.
Gregory like puts a hand like on his thigh,
Let's-
like, around
let's
his
get-
back and snaps
Let's
it.
fast forward past the details
You
of
have
how
the
I
armor.
get the armor.
You have the armor.
Arthur pulls out a hatchet and pulls off a vambrace and an arm plate, and he goes, "Here you go. You wanted this, so this is yours." It doesn't smell though, luckily.
You
at
did
least he's not gonna like
yeah.
launch us.
He
now.
did
We
just-
have permission.
You did ask his permission. That was nice.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
You know what?
Thank
For
you.
asking his permission, I'm gonna give you
Inspiration.
inspiration point for asking his permission to take his armor to defeat his brother. So yeah,
Did you say it was a +2?
it is +2 plate armor.
Plate. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Having plate alone is like 2 levels above what I
Yeah.
currently
Yeah.
had.
Get. Start wearing it.
Start putting it on.
As
We got shit to do.
we're as he's like doing that, I'm going to quickly look up and down the crypts to just like get names. So we are
guys
here,
are-
and I
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
in this crypt.
so I'm like
You're just
looking.
peeking as we go. As you
Yeah,
go
I'm
real
looking
quick.
at the names
Um,
on the crypts.
as you look real quick in. Crypt 1 has a placard that says here, or Crypt 2, because Crypt 1 is where we came
Yeah,
from.
where we came in.
Crypt 2 says Artista de Slap, court ceiling painter. Crypt
Okay.
3 says Lady Isolde Young, Isolde the Incredible, purveyor of antiques and imports. Crypt 4, going from,
Yeah.
yeah, there down, says Prince Ariel du Plumet, Ariel the Heavy.
Heavy.
Yep. Crypt 5 says Artank Svilovich, friend and member of the Barovian Wine Distillers Guild.
Gregory walks over to that one and
I thought we were on mission here.
I know, but
Mark.
yeah,
Can we just come back? Can we come back to the? I know you want the wine.
Fine.
Can we come back to the wine?
Fine. Where's his mother? Come on. Let's go.
His mother.
I point and I point over towards this area. Yeah.
Well, because it's the yeah.
My new armor class is 22.
There you go.
Fuck yeah. What were you?
16.
18.
Huh?
Now I'm 22. It's a tanky boy now.
Play a game called Throw Theron.
Yeah.
Until you need healing.
Yeah.
or revive.
See, I feel like that's the awkward part of playing cleric, though. Is
Yeah.
that you hit a point where it makes more sense for you to be a damage sponge
Yeah.
than it does for you to heal. Like that's why like the paladin class. Yeah.
That was
I mean, it did. Okay.
As you make your way to the eastern crypt, this tome rests. Why do I keep saying tome? Because I've been saying the Tome of Strahd. This tomb rests
Close
in
enough.
hushed silence. Tall stained glass windows dominate the eastern walls, allowing light to fall on two coffins resting atop white marble slabs. The one against the north wall is marked King Barav von Zarovich, and the one against the south wall is marked Queen Ravenovia de Rohain. The vaulted ceiling 30 feet overhead is inlaid with a beautiful gold mosaic. And Arkin, as you look across and see the windows and the shape of this room, you realize that on your drawn map, this is what was
Yeah, like
at
that
on
sticking
that
out on
wall,
the side.
sticking out
Yes.
down near the bottom,
Yep.
are the windows that lead into this tomb right here. What you also see in front of you is this strange curtain of light that seems to be sparked between two gigantic statues on either side.
Can I roll Arcana?
You can.
Yeah.
It's a 22.
The
Exactly the same.
the curtain is some sort of it's like some sort of transmutation magic that's sort of forming a barrier between you and the tombs. God damn it. And the tombs, but you can see right through it, and it almost looks. All right, this is gonna be stupid. Have you guys watched the Harry Potter movies?
Some of
Yeah.
Do you know in the Order of the Phoenix where there's like the curtain in the room in the Ministry of Magic that Sirius Black gets shot through? That's like the curtain between life and death. And like you can hear like voices and like see like shadows moving
Okay,
through
okay,
it.
okay.
It's kind of like that. Like you can see through this curtain. It's like a veil, but you can tell that it's there separating you from the
Okay.
tomb.
Why is it here?
To protect these tubes.
Yeah, I just don't know what kind of
Protect.
protection it is. Like,
I
is
can
it protecting from evil? Is it protecting from anything?
So, Sergey. No, hold on. Sergey saw that I was a cleric of the Morning Lord, and he willingly gave up his armor.
Yes.
I would wager that this place is also maybe hallowed. I mean, look how
I
it
agree.
differs in appearance.
No,
from
I
the
agree.
rest of the
I would
crypts.
think of all of us, you two
Yeah.
would be able to step through.
Why me?
Well, I think it's hallowed against the darkness.
Why?
I think it might have to
Why
do with
me?
our alignment.
Aren't you chaotic good?
Yeah, but I'm also not.
Are
I
you
don't.
neutral evil or chaotic?
They were going to take a step
I don't.
of
But I
faith
believe that you're
Oh, a leap of faith.
He's feeling very confident with his shiny new plate armor.
As Theron takes a leap of faith and steps through the barrier,
disintegrated.
no, we watch
What
Theron.
happened? Wild.
I just the armor.
If you walk through it, and then armor just falls in the
Right, it's like a light grenade.
The Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch.
Oh my god.
Brother Maynard.
No, the light grenade from Mom
Yeah.
and Dad Save
Yeah, yeah.
the World.
You walk through, you like reach your hand out as if to touch the veil, and you pass right through it and step into the tomb. You almost like feel like you are about to like fall because you expected resistance. Nothing happens.
Marge walks up to it. It's just like a
And you
finger.
touch a finger to it,
Theron reaches
you get
back and has his
teleported
hand
back to the top of the stairs. at the entrance to the room.
Wow.
Just to the room.
Just to this. Yeah,
Oh
just
my god! I was like,
no.
to the castle. To the,
When
you're on the
there's
main
whole-
floor of
there's
the
a
castle.
go back to the
There's like a
bridge.
chamber. There's a chamber.
Marge just
Yeah.
poops and she's like back at the campsite. With
Yeah, there's like
a dream body.
there's like an antechamber between the main area of the crypt and the tomb itself. You just get teleported back out to the stairs leading to the antechamber.
I would wager that I think this place has been hallowed.
I think that's something to do with the Morning Lord.
Is it a curse?
Arthur watches what happens. He goes, "Marge, are you hurt?"
No,
No, you just got teleported.
Dude,
I'm gonna give it a try.
I'm just annoyed at more stairs, but
I get teleported back out.
Wow. Do I feel different?
Nope.
I don't feel like that weightiness of Barovia has been lifted or anything like that. Okay.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self.
I
and
walk down the stairs.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self and turn myself into a Morning Lord cleric.
Okay. Chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral.
As soon as you touch the barrier, your appearance shifts back, and you get teleported.
I snicker. I'm snickering.
And you're not even gonna try.
No,
You just step back to the stairs. And
no, I'm stepping. I'm leaving where I am.
Would Misty Step have
Yeah, I was wondering what would if you miss these
I don't know. Do you want to waste a second level spell slot to find out?
kind of do. I
Theron keeps walking forward.
I attempt to Misty Step through it.
It works.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Wow. I actually
Gregory's like,
would like to go up and investigate this.
The altar.
The altar.
Arthur looks
Is,
at Marge, and he points. He points over at the statues that are like the start of the barrier. And he points to the fact that there's enough space behind the statue that a small creature would be able to fit over there.
you say the queen's over here.
Yes, the
Alright,
queen, or the queen is
100%.
there.
Queen is right here.
I'm going.
I can't.
March
Over this.
Yeah.
scooches, scoot around
Yeah.
the statue.
And when Marge
She's all she's doing
when
is trying
Marge
to
is
think,
over
like,
there, I
Morning Lord, good thoughts.
Michael, I rolled a 23 for investigation. 22 plus 1 for guidance.
You're like, I'm good alarm.
Yes,
I
I'm
promise.
literally just like
all good things. Positive vibes. Well, Arkin pops right
and
next to you,
I'm standing right next to you.
and he goes, "Oh, no, do you say anything?"
No, not at all.
And Arthur's just staring at you guys through the curtain. He's like, "Well, this is cool. I don't have Misty Step or
I do
anything like that."
switch over to Eldritch Sight to scan the room.
As you scan the room, you see this massive glow coming from the queen's tomb. Let's see. As you move over to the altar, Theron, you don't notice anything unique about it. It's like, it's not an altar, it's like a stone bench.
Okay.
It's like a
We're definitely going to need that crowbar.
like a memorial bench. that you
Nothing
could
to
sit-
read of interest or
No,
anything
like you could just sit and contemplate.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, it's just like a little. Let's see.
yeah, like where you could just sit and you know, meditate on
Right.
your loved ones.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if there is any sort of magical, I guess, safety measure around the queen's coffin?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a 19.
You don't notice like any magical traps. This whole room seems to be very peaceful, much like Sergei's tomb.
Okay.
Like this, it's almost like the castle has protected Strahd's family, his brother
From
and his family from him, and like this is like the only safe place that you felt good in the castle.
What's all?
So good in the castle.
What do you mean? Why is there good in the castle?
I head over to the queen.
I feel like Gregory tries to open the coffin.
Marge comes over through crowbar.
Yeah. Well, I think we need to do this very carefully.
As you all sort of like reach out to start moving the coffin, what's your alignment?
Mine?
Yeah. Are you lawful good?
I should be. I'm pretty sure I'm lawful good, but yeah. Get back to the characters. Which page is it on?
I think characters and traits.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Bigger one.
No, it's
Is it
description under characteristics.
Description.
I always forget that.
Lawful good. Yep.
As Theron, like we're all like kind of, well, not all the time, still stuck outside the room. As you guys are all like maneuvering to move the sarcophagus lid, as Theron reaches out and touches it, like to push it, it responds to his touch and immediately shifts and slides open, revealing the queen's remains, and wrapped around her necklet, or around her neck in her tomb, is a burnished gold and silver necklace.
Wow.
I feel like. Yeah.
That
As much as
feel-
every ounce of me wants to.
Theron reaches
feel
forward
holy-
to touch it.
I was gonna say you feel holy energy just radiating off of it, like pulsing like a heart.
Gregory's pouting. at
Much
this point.
best. Yeah, he's drooling.
Gregory's pouting.
And as you touch it, you feel your entire body warm, and you hold in your hand the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
Is there anything else in there? Hey, Ron, can you open the King's Tomb for me?
I would suggest that we leave.
Material things just matter so little. Don't you think?
Gregory kind of just like bitch slaps him a little bit. Like, not hard, but just a little bit like, God, you are getting pretentious.
The holy symbol of Ravenkind is a wondrous item. Requires attunement by a cleric or paladin of good alignment.
I have to wear this from now on.
Yeah.
Of course you do. Marge has a sword.
Yeah.
Arkin has a journal. You have to wear that.
Yeah. Alright. We need
Gregory has a
some-
T-Rex.
Oh well, yeah. There's also that.
Thanks, Mike.
The holy symbol of Ravenkind is a unique holy symbol sacred to the good-hearted faithful of Barovia. It predates the establishment of any church in Barovia. According to legend, it was delivered to a paladin named Ludana by a giant raven, or an angel in the form of a giant raven. Ludana used the holy symbol to root out and destroy nests of vampires until her death. The high priests of Ravenloft kept and wore the holy symbol long after Ludana's passing. The holy symbol is a platinum amulet shaped like the sun with a large crystal embedded into its center. It has 10 charges for the following properties, and it regains 1d6 plus 4 charges daily at dawn. Hold vampires. As an action, you can expend 1 charge and present the holy symbol to make it flare with holy power. Vampires and vampire spawn within 30 feet of the holy symbol when it flares must make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target is paralyzed for 1 minute. It can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns to end the effect on itself. Turn Undead. If you have the Turn Undead or the Turn the Unholy feature, you can expend 3 charges when you present the holy symbol while using that feature. When you do so, Undead have disadvantage on their saving throws against the effect. Sunlight. As an action, you can expend 5 charges while presenting the holy symbol to make it shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. The light is sunlight and lasts for 10 minutes or until you end the effect. No action required.
You just became a vampire killer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Between that and the sun sword,
Right.
We got
The power of the sun.
you have the
Wow.
power of the sun.
yeah.
Can I?
That changes everything.
I just
Tell.
Yeah.
I would say
insane.
change.
No, let him have his moment. It's changing.
yeah.
Cynic.
We're all pessimistic.
I mean, I think realism is more.
Yes.
Arthur yells, "What'd you find?"
Oh my god, Arthur.
We found a bauble.
Found the key.
To the thing.
It's
To the
rather
thing in front of
it's
me?
a rather gaudy necklace.
And he
but I-
tries to reach out. He tries to reach out and touch the nail again, and he gets teleported. God damn it! Peter,
It's the key to stopping Strahd. It's the
Well,
can you come through the
hold
curtain?
on here.
come through the curtain and show it to me.
Yes, we can.
Can I try something to get out of here though? Because I don't feel like spending another spell.
Is there anything we want to talk to the queen about?
We're gonna see if you can touch it. It'll teleport you.
Yeah.
I would not waste another spell slot on
As you touch the barrier, it immediately teleports
Oh,
you.
I was gonna try to hold hands with him. Okay, in hindsight, would that have worked to get in?
To hold hands with him? No.
Damn it.
I crawl back through the crevice.
I teleport.
Do we know whether the queen was alive when when Strahd became a vampire?
Have to ask
Arkin,
the journal man.
was the queen still alive when that happened?
I thought they weren't.
His parents both died
And-
long before he took
Right.
over reign of
And,
Barovia.
and I thought, wasn't Sergei the older?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why
Sergei was supposed
Sergei
to
was
inherit
supposed to
the
be
throne.
the king.
So is there anything?
And on his wedding day was when
Strahd killed
Strahd
him.
killed him.
And then Tatiana jumped off of the cliff.
Right. And disappeared.
Yeah.
Because he wanted Tatiana.
Yes.
Correct.
Is there anything else that we want to learn about Strahd's personality that we can learn from his mother?
I would
Like
say
his
no.
impulsiveness or
No.
No, I
his
think the
things that
journal.
pet
Quite different
peeves.
now.
Yeah, I would think that the journal is the only thing that is.
I mean, this is our one chance to talk to his family.
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
he's a different beast now. Like
Right.
it's not her
The-
son
the-
anymore.
Exactly.
Did you want to try and talk with the dead again?
Yeah, I was definitely debating it.
Well, here's my
But there has to be a purpose. Like, what? I don't know what questions to ask.
Yeah, I don't know
I
if we really
wouldn't.
have any.
here's my question. Do any of you have? So it seems like nothing but a good character can make it to the other side of this barrier.
Oh, I thought I am good, but I guess chaos. I can't.
Awful good.
Oh.
Right.
Do we think that in this tomb would be a safe place to take
Rest.
long rest?
I would say in that tomb behind that curtain, yes.
Because Strahd wouldn't be able to cross it.
Agreed.
Or at least his minions wouldn't be able to cross it. I'm sure he can tell.
Yeah, sadly
If he himself comes
Yeah.
down here,
that was something I was thinking about.
right. But I mean, if he himself comes down here, then it's all over
Right.
for us anyway. It's a fight.
He'll be waiting for us.
Right.
Yeah.
But at least none of his creatures can cross this barrier.
Agreed.
Is this the safest place that we have
I would think
to
so.
rest
Probably. I
before
mean,
we?
yeah. Well, I guess yeah. Arthur does need
It
it.
will.
but how are we gonna
It
get
will take
I would have to have somebody that's able to teleport me in.
a short rest though. With two, correct?
Well, we're also we need to do this in the daytime, so we'd have to wait till the
I was
next
gonna say,
day.
what time is there? We're running out of time.
Yeah.
Started at
how
7
many?
a.m.
My
many
past
days-
without a trace has faded.
Right.
We
Yeah, but like in days since we saw Strahd.
Isn't this day 2?
this is day 2.
Yeah, we
So
don't have much
tomorrow is when we're
It's the
supposed
third
to.
day.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
tomorrow, I mean, well, I think we're pretty set timeline wise.
So too. I mean, well, so here's our options. We either rest here or we make our way back out and around the cliffs.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that either. What if we just
We could, when we're ready,
Present
we could go
ourselves.
back up the staircase to the cathedral,
the main
And
floor?
find our way.
and from there we'll be
Find our
able
way
to
back to
enter
the
the
front
castle.
floor. Do you know the rough landscape of the main floor of the castle? If we were to go back up there?
Yes.
Okay. So if we go back through the cathedral and into the main floor, you would theoretically be able to hopefully navigate us.
Yes, I know from the entranceway through the main
Now
hall to the dining room.
here's my question. This thought just occurred to me. If we're going to rest down here, where is Strahd's coffin? Because that would be theoretically where he is sleeping right now during the daytime. And if we take a long rest and his coffin is down here,
Why do I feel
It'll be
like?
late.
If I was
But
going,
why do I feel like he definitely doesn't rest in the catacombs?
And
oh,
he
I would
definitely.
think he would.
I mean, he has a chamber. Wouldn't
But-
his
I feel
coffin
like
be in
it'd
his
be-
chamber?
And
I
why?
feel like
But
this-
why would he
everything's
be
built around
close to this?
You
I
know what I'm saying?
I have
yes.
one last proposition.
I-
What if we do a quick scout around the catacombs and make sure that one of them is not Strahd's catacombs, is Strahd's tomb, and then decide if we're going to rest here?
If I'm going to guess, and if we're in the antechamber and like facing that
Yeah.
out, and Sergey was that way,
Uh huh.
I'm going to say Strahd's
Right.
is over there.
It will only take a few minutes to go.
I understand, but I'm saying
Because if his tomb is down here, if his coffin is down here, that's where he sleeps. And
True.
I don't think we want to be down here when he wakes up for the night.
Right. Marge already. I'm already gonna start looking.
Okay.
also that that room that we entered. I simply think that that's where some of his spawn sleep. It looked like some of the bones were chewed on. This is where I said I thought it was. Yeah.
The opposite wall from Sergei's tomb.
Yeah.
A heavy portcullis stands closed in the archway leading to this tomb. Black marble steps descend to a dark tomb that has a vaulted ceiling 30 feet overhead. The essence of evil permeates the very air. The smell of freshly turned earth is here. Settled into the dirt on the floor is a shining black coffin of finely waxed wood. The coffin's fittings are of brilliant brass, and the lid is closed. South of the coffin are 3 gloomy alcoves. An iron lever protrudes from the north wall, east of the tomb's entrance.
I mean,
Maybe grab-
does anyone else need any more like? This is Strahd, or are we all under?
I think we're in agreement that
I mean, do we want to
even
just do it
under-
now?
No.
Michael, what's the name of the amulet? What's it called?
the amulet is the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
Raven.
Okay. I was
I was looking at Raven Loft and I.
Holy symbol of Ravenkind. Well, he's not attuned to the amulet yet.
Correct. Yeah.
And I'm still at half health.
I think we need.
I love killing a vampire. I love it.
I think it's the icon. Ravenloft.
That's all I want to do.
Maybe
No,
we
it's not.
fight him
I accidentally equipped that.
tomorrow.
I think we.
Oh no, that's a statue.
Right.
I think it's safe.
I think
What
it's
is
about
that?
as safe as we're gonna
I
get.
know.
We, do you have the ability to cast like a tiny hut or anything like that? You don't have that spell memorized.
No.
Okay. And I don't have like the dimension
Let's see what
door
I have.
Hey, look
ability.
how close that is.
Almost like I ordered it, 3D printed, and painted it myself.
Very nice, man.
Thank you. Are you gonna wear it home and show Julie? You can just
Sure.
You can just leave it here if you want.
I'll probably leave it.
Julie would be like, oh, ooh, neat.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
you're not attuned to 3 items, correct?
To 3 items. I'm attuned to the Hat of Disguise and the Gloves of Mercenary.
Okay. Then you're good.
So 2 so far.
Yeah.
I think we still try to go into the and take.
I don't know that anywhere else in the castle
It's gonna
would
be
be any
safe.
safer.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
Well-
then our only other option is to backtrack all the way out of the castle,
Which is probably
back
not a
across the
good idea.
cliffs, back to the front gate.
By the
into
time we
the
get
woods.
there, it's good. Yeah. No.
if we did we look in at all?
Into the tomb.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I read the description.
Okay. The back wall, was there any openings?
There are 3 alcoves in the room.
But no like windows, no openings to the outside that we see.
If I start
There are
howling
no
now,
windows. However, like I said in the description, his tomb is here,
Yeah.
and there is fresh earth around him, like freshly churned earth.
I think we go take a long rest.
Yeah.
In
A
there.
long rest?
I mean, we have time. We're on our 2nd day. So say we take a long rest and we wake up at around dawn the next day.
Time out. Before we do that, I think
Should we explore?
one of us, well, I think one of us should close Sergei's tomb and drop the portcullis
Oh yes.
so that he's not
We didn't already do that.
alerted to something being different.
No, that's something we would forget.
Okay.
Does anybody have the ability to still Misty Step through the gate?
I've got one
Yes.
more 2nd level. I could.
Okay.
I can
So you could do that?
Yeah.
You can always use a higher level.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
I was gonna polymorph him into a rat to get him.
don't forget to put his...
Oh, around behind the statue. That's a good
Because
idea.
you can't teleport more than one, can you?
The only person I've been able to teleport with is Mark.
So yeah, I would need to use a 4th level to polymorph him. It's
Okay.
small enough to get around
That's fine.
all this combat.
That works. I like that. Okay, yeah. So we'll set up Sergei's tomb to make it look like nothing was disturbed.
Right.
Do we want to explore the?
Marge does not want to.
I think Gregory's scared now, knowing that Strahd is here.
Yeah.
Here,
I think
like, I
it's
almost
love
don't
and
want to disturb it.
anxiety.
I don't want to disturb
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah, your love for loot.
Yeah. My
His desire to
Anxiety is
stay,
a lot.
his desire to stay alive
is higher than
keeps
my,
him
higher
back.
than my need for chaos. Yes.
What?
Well, I
Gregory,
know I'm not attuned to the amulet yet, but
Correct.
you're saying you have the ability to Misty Step into Strahd's catacomb.
No, no.
we were talking about Misty stepping
I
out
know.
of Sergei's
I know.
catacomb.
He's in there right now.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your point being.
We'll never find him any more vulnerable.
Well, that's what I thought. We are not
No.
ready.
No, you're not attuned.
I know.
You're not attuned.
I-
He's
I
half health. We're not doing that.
Gregory, even hearing this, does not even entertain the thought. Gregory has already Misty stepped into his brother's, closed it, and is walking back towards the door. He's done. We're not having this conversation.
I'm not going into Strahd's tomb right now.
No.
My nipples are still chafed from that lightning bolt.
What does it take to attune something?
Short rest.
Yeah. So an hour at least.
Yeah.
So we could take a short rest, and then I could daylight his chamber
Yes.
And what happens when he just gets out of his chamber, out of your daylight, and into the rest of this whole castle?
And you use up 5 charges.
Or a
don't-
high level
So we're not ready yet.
No. No.
I say full health, full of spell slots.
I like the thought process because that's what I went with. But we're not ready.
I don't think now is
They,
the time.
Theron's not looking to fight with everyone, so it's fine.
Dude, how does this scenario go in your head?
I'm gonna go back to the main, to the king and queen's chamber and take a rest.
I like it. Arthur pats you on the back and he's like, tomorrow, friend. Tomorrow, we kill the beast. Or die trying. I mean, or we explore the whole entire castle and it takes like 7 sessions. It's a humongous castle. Yeah. Arthur also gives you a squeeze on the shoulder and says, let me remind you of the journal entry about the heart. I don't know that us killing him down here would even actually kill him anyway.
Right.
Right.
I think
That
we
was
have to
also one of
destroy
the things.
we have
Yes.
to destroy his connection to Barovia through the
Right.
heart.
I am no vampire expert, but I thought destroying his coffin meant that he couldn't resurrect.
If he were a normal vampire, we could theoretically incapacitate him, I believe,
Agreed.
with a stake a stake to the heart while he sleeps.
Right.
Also, I'd be
Yes.
down if he wasn't in it.
He's
That
not
we
a
could like try to
normal-
destroy it, but yeah.
Now I do think that's not a bad idea though. We destroy his coffin while he's awake
Right.
during the night.
Well, what time is it now?
Now we're looking like early afternoon.
So if
Yeah.
we take a long rest, we'll be awake. We'll be nighttime.
Correct. It will be nighttime.
Yeah.
True.
We could do that. Because it's not like we're looking for the wall of light. You have a sun sword. He has the sun. I don't think we're looking.
I have flaming arrows.
I don't think we're looking for a daytime advantage at this point. Correct me
Because
if
we
I'm
can
wrong.
create our own daytime
Sure.
advantage.
Yes. So I think if we can take the advantage to destroy his coffin-
Anything that the heart and
Because
his
he has to be able to return to his coffin.
Yeah.
We just also have to destroy the heart.
yeah, which we now know, at least in Marge's head, it's up the tower.
Yes.
Yes.
You know where the heart is and
Yeah.
how to
Yes.
destroy it.
Yes.
So
It simply takes damage.
I think we're all in agreement though for the time being. We all sneak back into this room
Yeah.
Yeah,
and take
I
this.
agree. And then perhaps we make sure he's not roaming the catacombs.
Right.
Maybe we destroy his coffin. Maybe we send a sneak party.
Fireball.
Yeah, maybe we send a sneak party to try and go destroy the heart, while some of us distract him in the dining room. Just keep him
Well, what
preoccupied.
time did he want to do? Is it dinner time?
He wants us for dinner.
So we
Literally,
He wants us for dinner.
right, but we still have time.
The whole
to
day.
do
We
that.
have the rest of the night
Right.
and today,
Right.
tomorrow during the
So
day.
we
You
don't
have
have
to-
to split up like that.
True. We just have to avoid him.
Yeah.
Once we burn his coffin, he will know
yeah, that needs
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that needs to be the second to last thing that we do.
to kill the heart first.
Yeah,
Which
Destroy
I
the
also
coffin.
feel like he'll know.
the heart.
Yeah.
But maybe if we're
Yes,
quick enough.
I'm sure.
Either.
When we
But maybe
destroy-
if we're quick enough, we can make it back down, destroy the coffin.
Right. That would be the only thing I'd be cool with splitting up for.
One group
Destroying
goes to
them
kill the
almost at the
heart.
same
One
time.
group destroys the coffin. We
Agreed.
reconvene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long
Same
as we know
time.
the layout, so we don't get lost, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I think Marge, because I would go with you, because
To go destroy
I
the
started
heart.
exploring the stairs. We both have a feeling it's there, so yeah.
I could go with. I mean, I feel like a cleric and a wizard can
Yeah,
destroy
you
a
guys-
coffin pretty well.
Yeah, I think so.
We have You have dimension door ability, right?
Yes.
So worst case scenario, if we had to get back to them in a hurry and we knew where they were going to be,
Again, I think the only person that,
you could take Marge.
yes.
Yeah.
So you could at least get her to the fight if it needed to be, and then
Right.
I can find my way to you. I mean, I'm fast, I can dash, I'm stealthy. Worst case scenario, if a fight comes to Theron and Gregory, you can dimension door back to them. I can catch up as soon as I possibly
Well,
can.
and that was the other reason why I was asking if there was any
Windows,
windows or
not in this tomb, only in the King and Queen's tomb.
right.
These look oddly like graves, by the way.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, so that's the plan.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, when we cross back over to here and
Uh-huh.
then go
Are you
looking,
thinking-
what do we see down that way?
Down that way, you see a main, like, central corridor through the crypt that leads to a large opening and a set of stairs that head up.
So I think that's the main way up.
The
Yeah.
main tower to the. That's not the tower that Marge climbed before.
Yeah,
That's a
I
different
like-
tower up to the
I like
main
the other
floor.
idea going back to the tower that we were going up.
Do you know?
Where we
to
hit
the
the cathedral,
Do you know which
but
tower
keep going.
leads to the heart? Do you know if it's this tower at the end or the one that Marge was going up, or can you not tell from?
I couldn't tell. Well, that's what we went up was not a tower. That was simply stairs.
Stairs.
Oh, okay.
I know that
I thought
that
it was like
It does open
circling.
into a tower.
the heart is in the north tower.
We were at the south tower.
We were on the south side of the building. Yeah. So maybe
Yeah, I am correct, right?
the north tower is a gigantic tower.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
I have an idea.
and it's in the upper part of the.
Yeah.
That cathedral is abandoned. It's definitely nowhere that. I mean,
Correct.
they left Claire dead on the altar.
Oh, you may want to take a look at that as well.
Yeah. But if we need a distraction, remember all those Molotov cocktails you made, Gregory?
We only have like 2.
I made 3.
Oh, so we have 5.
So we have 5 between us, plus you cast fire magic.
Yeah, there's that.
If we
wanna-
needed to catch
you
part
want
of
a
the
good
building on
distraction.
fire,
That was
starting
all
with the
wooden.
cathedral would be a great place to start because they won't detect it until the place is up in flames.
Sure.
Actually, if we can get to the dining room, I know a better thing to catch on fire.
Okay.
Something that's near and dear to his heart. Yes. The
What an end of the campaign.
We're on Strahd's side, actually.
his organ.
Oh,
Oh.
but see, that would probably be detected quickly, right?
True.
They would,
that would
they
be
would
a
see
main
it and
living
put it out right
area.
away. I'm saying the cathedral is out of the way.
Oh
It's
yes.
clearly abandoned. No one goes there,
Mm-hmm.
so no one would know it was burning until it was like engulfed.
Plus, there's plenty of wood. There's the peas
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah, I mean,
But
honestly,
peas, right?
that's not even going to take a fireball. You threw a few Molotov cocktails.
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. No. Yes.
Yeah.
That would cause a major distraction.
It would.
Alright. So sounds like we have a pretty good rough plan, and maybe we just firm it up in the morning before, or I guess at night.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a long rest in the King and Queen's tomb.
Circus.
Alright, there we go. So you're going to polymorph Arthur?
Yes. He walks behind, and once he's in, I polymorph myself.
Wait. Are you polymorph or are you misty stepping?
I can do either or. Fuck it. So we're taking a long rest.
That's true.
You just want to go as a rat?
I would
Just wanna be
use
a rat?
The Misty stepping across. You're walking through.
Yep.
Marge is sneaking. I'm going to tuck up in this corner and like unroll my bedroll and post up for the night. Where are you
Just
guys
gonna-
going?
I'm
I
gonna
do
sleep under
recommend-
that bench.
If we could try to
Over there?
Yeah.
hide, so if Strahd walks past,
He doesn't see us. Yeah. Marge, I will say it's safe
That's
to
why
assume
I'm under the bench.
she's hiding over there. Theron, where are you going?
I'll go over there.
This corner?
Yeah.
Arkin? There is room behind both sarcophagi too.
Are you gonna be weird?
And these are
sleep
benches, right?
with the queen.
Don't be
I
that.
think we'd sleep like next. I think like
You're tucking behind here.
no, we're going on top of the coffin.
He'll be able to see you if he walks by.
No, fine.
Behind it?
I imagine we already closed here, so we don't want to tip off. So it's
No, I
Yeah. Behind. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so tucked behind, hiding behind the bench in the corners of the room. Out of sight,
have mine.
out of mind. Don't open the book, please.
Nope.
yeah, right.
He will know that we are down here and he will just kill us. Then we are going to take a long rest for the
Oh.
night and we'll end the session there.
Yeah.
And next time we'll figure out if we are
Exploring or killing
exploring or confronting
Wow.
Strahd or where the castle takes us from
Can't
there.
believe we're
Ooh, I
here.
actually have like a little bit of goosebumps
Yeah.
thinking
Oh
about
my
it.
God.
Ooh. A year and a half's worth of work. We'll see.
Wow.
See what happens
Yeah, right.
next session.
Oh, are we stuck?
I feel like we've made decent decisions.
How many,
Yeah, very
how many
decent.
people died?